Mexico. Turn you to vegetable. Body electrical. Acid and alkaline. Body so flexible. The shooter's feast like a Uber Eats. Got a group of these shooting these cooler bees. While letting the Uzi Aruga speak. An American got up in Cuba eats. The powers they seek and powers the weak. They follow and creep. Powers that be inherit the world from cowards and sheep. Bit to the mountains, top towers and peaks. Flowers and sweets and showered our feet. The lightning and thunder that shower the sleep. Shower the deeds. This not the verse, this our receipts. What would I do with my last breath? Would I yell? Would I cry? Would I laugh? Cause I'm glad.
Are y'all serious? Y'all can't hear nothing? I was dancing this whole time to this music and y'all couldn't hear nothing? Can you hear something? Talk back to me. Let me know. Can I hear this? I'm gonna play this real quick. I gotta ask Rich, man.
That don't pass that mess till I pass. Never felt that blessed. Even bad breath when you living is better than good breath. When you lack flesh, got a glass chest that I cracked and my lost breath hasn't made it back yet. I'm on my last breath, walking the last step. I'm on the last test, final answer and my last guess. Wonder what I gotta pass next. I'm on my last quest, so much harder than my last track. Mapless, hope I can outlast death. Grim Reaper got my address, down on my last cent. Cash spent from a check I don't even have yet from my last rent. Swear that shit has got me mad stressed. I inherited my dad's debt. Never got to hear his last breath. And the only reason I ain't passed yet, I'm the first ever in the last left.
It's like a track fish. I attract women, they the bad women. I'ma splash in them, leave a bag with them. Then I raise seas to be mad different. If I die now, I'm coming back in them. Cause they dad missing, but they cash dripping. Cause they royalty, so they brag different. Ain't no ass kissing, never had feelings. Seen a white victim in a black witness. Mac gripping on my last mission. Yak sipping, blowing blackism. Gat missing, he was lack slipping. Smack hit him, now he act different. Apparition, the bad vision, the Mac a chip him and crash the system. Uncle Tom, cause you that willing. Fuck the law, I'm going back to living. Astral prisms, the black religions, activisms, the conversations, sacrilegious, the palms of Satan, black magicians, Babylon erasing. Raise our hands to God we praising. Hustling, the marathon we racing. Nipsey at the finish line, he waiting.
What would I do with my last breath? Would I yell? Would I cry? Would I laugh? Cause I'm glad that I'm past that mess. Till I pass, never felt that blessed. Even bad breath when you living is better than good breath. When you lack flesh, got a glass chest that I cracked and my lost breath hasn't made it back yet. I'm on my last breath, walking the last step. I'm on the last test, final answer and my last guess. Wonder what I gotta pass next. I'm on my last quest, so much harder than my last track. Mapless, hope I can outlast death. Grim Reaper got my address, down on my last cent. Cash spent from a check I don't even have yet from my last rent. Swear that shit has got me mad stressed. I inherited my dad's debt. Never got to hear his last breath. And the only reason I ain't passed yet, I'm the first ever in the last left.
Woo! That's right. That's right. There you have it. Cambada, red pill and blue pill. Last breath. All right. I'm gonna see you niggas at the Grammy Awards because I promise you that song right there. You know what I'm talking about? If that ain't it, I don't know what is. If that's not it, then I have no idea what it is. But that right there is off the Black Magic, Brother Rich, Father Rich, Black Magic, Holy Ghost 2 album. Make sure y'all are definitely, make sure that's on your stream. Make sure, hold on a minute. Let me fix something because lighting is everything. Give me 1 second. I got to get my light. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, gotta get the lighting together. But shout out to everybody in the building. Welcome all. Welcome all. Thank you all for joining us on another monumental episode of Melanin Mondays. This is episode 117. What does that mean, Brother Red Pill? Episode 117, my friend, means that we did this 117 Mondays in a row. We took maybe 1 or 2 Mondays off, but this is an ongoing podcast. I call it a podcast. It's not the typical podcast, but it's a stream of consciousness, and I'm out here podding. It's a vlog. We cover weekly news cycles, hot button topics, and we draw them within a narrative that is in alignment. Yeah, that looks better. I was out here hiding from you, brothers and sisters. Media. Like I said, don't worry about this little. Sometimes this happens with the internet. Yeah, like I got a lot of shungite around me. Pay no attention. I got a lot of stones. I'm heavy in some copper right now. So I'm bouncing off these 5G signals that they're sending. So you might get some interruptions in your connection. I'm in the woods, family. I'm not in the big city right now. I'm actually in my alter ego. They call me Snake Plissken because I escaped New York. Yeah, I'm definitely dripping. Talk black to me. I'm where the drippage is celebrated. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you got to leave your neighborhood to get celebrated. I'm where the drippage is celebrated. But I'm out here. I'm in the woods. I'm out here where the air is clean. Can you see my skin clearing up? I mean, it has a lot to do with those mega greens and that gold water that I've been drinking. We'll talk about that later. But I'm not in that big city clunker. Matter of fact, let's do a roll call because, we got to do a roll call so we know who's in the building. I got a feeling that tonight I'm joined by a lot of brothers and sisters from the South and the West Coast and, people that are, out here in the jungles and in the rainforest. Somebody said I got that rainforest drip, and I fully agree with you. Yeah, this is that rainforest drip. Talk back to me. This is not the Rainbow Coalition. This is not what you are used to. Because remember, I'm gonna pull it up today and show you the rainbow shit that we've been inundated with. That's an upside down chakra chart. That's an upside down rainbow. That's not this right here, my niggas. This is the color spectrum when we fix this shit correctly. All right. South Georgia's in the building, Delaware's in the building, Detroit is in the building, Chicago's in the building, North Carolina's in the building, Peoria, Illinois is in the building. All right. St. Croix is in the shout out to St. Croix in the building. All right. St. Croix in the building. Virgin Islands, man. Frederickstead, Christiansted, massive. North Miami's in the building. Chi-Town's in the building. Ottawa, Canada. Boston is in the building. Milwaukee, Dallas, Sacktown, Hartford, Connecticut. Didn't I just say that I got a feeling that, the family that's in the building tonight, They're from the outskirts. They're not from the big cities. You know what I'm talking about? Jersey in the building. Jersey, YO by way of Jersey City. Pennsylvania by way of Pennsylvania, Fort Washington, Vegas, Chicago, Mississippi, King. Yeah, London. In it. In London is in it. Oakland, Memphis. Talk black to me. Heru is in the building. Waterbury. Yeah, I got a bar that said you left your daughter buried in Waterbury. Harlem, Sugar Hill, Indianapolis, St. Simons, Georgia, Tampa. Shout out to Derek Grace and family out there. Yeah, I got that sherbet drip. Talk black to me. Milwaukee, affectionately known as Kilwaukee, depending on what block you on. Yeah. Crown Heights is in the building. Colorado's in the building. Brick City's in the building. Minnesota, it's cold in Minnesota, but they're in the building nonetheless. Detroit is in the building. Divine Mecca, you damn right. How do you get this mask? I have no idea. This PG Maryland is in the building. Tampa's in the building. 912 is in the building. No, holla at the brother Athletics from Jeff Athletics. Hit him on Instagram. That's who. Philly's in the building. West Side is in the building. Claymont, Delaware. West Side, Alabama. Lisbo is in the building. Oxford, North Carolina. Long Island. Look, Seminole County, Florida. Supernova, do you hear this? The whole world has showed up for us tonight. Whenever Griff pulls up, I'm going to let him know who is here. Now, this is why I say, and I'm not taking anything away from physical lectures, but we have to stay with the times. And the times are dictating that I would rather speak to people all around the world at one given time than go somewhere and be marginalized to only speak to somebody in their town. You know, we have to. This is a growth process. Like this has been in the works through live streaming and stuff like that. But we really have to pay attention, and we really have to keep. You know, we have to stay in gratitude. Why? Because technology is democratized. What do I mean? I'm saying that you could do we're live broadcasting, right? I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna broadcast right now. Like, that's revolutionary, but we don't see, you know, there's a lot of revolutionary things going on by way of technology. See, people are so revolutionized minded, their minds are stuck on the old paradigm, revolving backwards, and they're like, I want a bloody revolution, not realizing that in evolution is a revolution, because you could utilize the updated technology, right, to evolve and to get yourself in a better place. If you are complaining about some shit that you feel that you're a victim of, evolving technology, evolving thought, evolving medicine, evolving ways of doing things. Nigga, that's your revolution and your reparations and a whole bunch of other things in one. Do we take advantage of it? According to what I'm seeing, not fully. Not fully. Not fully. One of the ways that we are taking advantage of it is with digital economies. A digital economy like Forex, foreign exchange, a digital economy like cryptocurrency, digital economies. I'm going to show you something tonight. I'm going to show you something tonight, and then I'm also going to show you something when we do this lecture on May 15th with Professor Griff and my good brother Supernova Slum. I'm going to show you that the dollar is officially dead. And I'm not saying that in a way where I'm happy about it, because, you know, I got to make sure that I made the motherfucking jump. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not going to be out here clapping and you know, doing confetti and whatnot, and I'm dead ass broke. My bankroll turned into toilet paper. I'll make sure I have some gold before I start styling on niggas. But we're going to show that the dollar is done. This new economy is digital, hands down. It's going to be Libra from Facebook, or it's going to be one of these coins. Bitcoin is surging right now. Bitcoin is surging right now. Shout out to all of the brothers and sisters who signed up for the Forex course. You made your next move, your best move. You know what I'm talking about? You are better. You're not a sweater. You're not on the sidelines eating popcorn or a banana talking about, I don't like that shit. Oh, no, I'm going to have to call Mark Zuckerberg. I don't like that shit. You know, you're not on the side like a hater. You know what I'm talking about? You a congratulator. And you believe in yourself. Because once you get down with Forex, it has nothing to do with red pill. Understand that. My personality is not interjected in fucking Forex. I have, you know, I'm not, that's not, that bot that's helping you get money, I didn't program that bot. That's not me. But you believe in yourself. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to get money the digital way. I'm going to get money, right? Not just the digital way. I'm going to get money the streaming way. Because I said on the show that we just did, right? I said, yo, I'm not a dream chaser. No, I'm not a dream chaser. Fuck that. I ain't with chasing dreams. You know, astral travel, actually. You know, shout out to everybody that I ran into in the astral realm. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to y'all. Stop trying to sell me shit in the astral realm. FYI. But I said, I'm not a dreamer. You know, they gave that name to the motherfucking Mexicans. I said, I'm a streamer. I'm a stream chaser. I'm not a dream chaser. I'm a stream chaser. I'm chasing streams. And as a result of that, everybody that I'm rolling with, my crew, my clique, the people who signed up to Forex, is it working for you guys? Nigga, you don't see the glow up. They said, is Forex working for you guys? You don't see the glow up, nigga? I'm in all pink, my guy. What are you talking about? Is it working? Does it look like it's working? You know what I'm talking about? What's up with you conscious niggas? Does it look like it's working? I'm just saying. I'm not here to, no, it's not working. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? It's the worst decision I ever made. You know, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? The game is to be sold. The game, I'm not gonna put nothing in you niggas' pockets that you don't want in your pocket. How about that? I'm not gonna sneak nothing in your bag that you don't want in your bag. So for the ones who betted on themselves and the ones who know that you better be a stream chaser instead of a fucking dream chaser, because all of these niggas that have been dream chasers woke up in a nightmare in a goddamn cell talking about prison reform. Yeah, nigga. Meek Mill is sending niggas to jail and bailing them out with the same. He's sending them to jail on the left hand and trying to get them out on the right. You know what I mean? It's the biggest con that I've ever seen. But y'all deserve shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? But the stream chasers, right? So the people who sign up to the Forex, you're a stream chaser. You're down with the stream chasers. Just wait for your email. And the brothers and sisters who I reached out and you signed up for remember the surveys that we started in the beginning of January? It was called Survey Junkies. And that shit was fugazi. Shout out to Mr. G. You know what I mean? That's my guy. You know, he don't know. He probably don't know. He's from Honduras. So he probably didn't realize niggas was out here playing games, and he passed it on to me. And it wasn't what he said it was. But it was nothing. It was just a fucking email that you had to. It wasn't no money down, nothing. It was just an email, but it showed me the power of internet marketing. And this is how the ancestors work. I made 17 racks in Survey Junkies and didn't receive a penny from it. Right? I made 17 racks just with referrals and doing what I do, and I didn't receive a coin. Did you see me cry about it? Did you see me make did you see me go any kind of negative ways about it? What did I do? I kept it moving because I already got the reading for 2020. And what did they say 2020 was? 2020 is a duality of many things. You're going to have joy and pain. You're going to get hit upside the head, and somebody's going to massage your head at the same time. You're going to have ups and downs, highs and lows. This is a quantum reality that we're living in. But Ross Ben, when he came and did a prophetic show, and it's in the archives for 2020, he said that everything that you push is going to go through this year. So even the Fugazi shit went through, and it hit, but it didn't finish. You know, it didn't complete. I didn't get my payout. And now the way that the ancestors work, not only am I going to get 17 racks, I'm going to get that times 3 doing what I'm doing with the Forex, because I'm a stream chaser. So I'm getting the referral stream, I'm getting the Forex stream, and I'm getting a whole nother stream out of that. So we have to be versatile in our approach to things. Nothing is being held from you but your own inactivity. Your own inactivity is holding you up. And I'm saying that because it held me up. I could talk shit because I was held up. So I could testify. And I'm not saying it because I read it in a book. I know that I got in my own way. I know that I was sabotaging myself. I know that it wasn't nobody else but me. And then when it felt comfortable, I start pointing fingers. I know this. This I know. This I know. And I'm comfortable enough to say, yeah, I sabotaged myself on many occasions, because sometimes you could be afraid of heights. So a nigga will sabotage the motherfucking jump so he don't have to experience that the heights, the height phobia. But when you get out of your own way, right? When you get out of your own way, when you stop the self-sabotaging, when you stop the self-destruction, when you stop all of the quote-unquote traps that you set for yourself, you created Mr. Agent Smith. You did all of these things. You brought it on yourself. So it's time to wiggle this stuff. We got to shake this off. I hope that you benefited off of this global reset. I just hope. I hope all of this time inside the house wasn't spent in naught. I just hope. And without any further ado, what I'm going to do is open up the line to one of my wellness warriors, a frontline warrior, right? A day one, somebody who, when I was in the trenches, he was in the trenches. We didn't go on no meows together. I don't know if we did or not. We'll have to talk about it. But I'm familiar with him because he's from, you know, he speaks the same language and we're from the same hoods and whatnot. And his brother has endured and he has been consistent, right? And he has been persistent in his message. Our message is Hawks, health and wealth, knowledge of self. This is a wellness brother. This brother's a wellness warrior. He's been fighting on the front lines, and everything that he's been telling you over the years has manifested. So me and this brother, along with Professor Griff a few years ago, we pulled up in Baltimore. I think it was 2017. And we did a lecture that was prophetic, and it was entitled Fear of a Black Planet 2, right? 2. And it was monumental. It moved the crowd, and it came at a time that I needed my brothers to hold me down, and they were there for me. So fast forward in 2020, coming up out of this corona, or I would call it crown rising, I'm here to give flowers, and I'm here to set stages, and I'm here to continue narratives, and I'm here to remind myself and the rest of the world where we were 3 years ago and where we are now. It's time to review, you know, our contributions to this community, right? So without any further ado, I'm going to open up the floor to my brother, your brother, our brother, Supernova Slum. Come on, give it up.
Wellness warrior, salute Almighty. Hey,
I don't have
it.
Sound,
You know I got my green and gold. You know I got my
green and
you know I got the green and gold. Come on, beloved. You know what I'm saying? GoldieWater.com, baby. Megafoods.com. Listen.
That's right. I don't know if people realize the formula of the COVID, of the crown rising, corona. There's a formula. There's some shit that you got to add on with that sunshine.
Come on.
And it's liquid gold, and it's them goddamn greens. It's that chlorophyll. Talk black to me. You gotta feed your cells because your cells are lit right now. I don't know about everybody, but the cells are lit. You know, the downloads that I'm receiving is retardo. I done filled up about 2 hard drives already.
Yeah. Hey, family, listen, this is what I want you all to, this is what we need to be doing. So I have realigned with my beloved brothers, the Avengers of all this highest and wisest. And we are forming the alignment on what needs to be happening in these times. And we're aligning it in fear of a black planet. Okay. Red Pill, Professor Griff and myself, we're coming together again to give you tools. Now, this is what I want. I really want you to do this because Red Pill opened the discussion, and he said that he's been over 100+ Mondays. He's been giving offerings unto you. So we talk about actions we can take in this times. I need you to do 2 things. One, whatever you can monetarily do to salute his Irie, his Orisha, his Interu, make sure that you donate to whatever link that he's giving you to do some donations so we can have our brother continue to host this Melanin Monday for us, this amazing forum, so we can actually be building on this information. 2, we want to invite you all to join our online course that will be calibrated on Friday, and Red Pill will be sharing that information to you all very shortly. And 3, I would like you to go back 7 Mondays, recent Mondays that Brother Red Pill has been giving you, the Melanin Mondays, and I want you to design. Listen, follow me closely, because those that know me, I know I'm a deployed activator. I'm about action. I want you to go back and listen to the last 7 Melanin Mondays, and I want you to pick out 3 action steps per Melanin Monday. Watch me, family. Watch the math. If you take 3 action steps after listening to what from Red Pill giving you guest speakers to him just downloading the stream to you all, create practical action steps from that build. You multiply 3 times 7, that's 21. You'll be able to come away with 21 action steps for Melanin Mondays. Now, family, Red Pill is just not doing these things just to talk and have you just listen. He really, what empowers his spirit is action. His family, his global family taking actions. So as his brother, I would be remiss if I did not salute him and affirm to you all, based upon him having this platform for us, that we go back, listen to the last 7 Melanin Mondays before next Monday. This is your assignment this week. Before we get to next Melanin Monday,
that's right.
Go back the last 7 Melanin Mondays and pick 3 action steps that resonate with your spirit, that resonate with you, that Red Pill is sharing, and create a regimen based upon those action steps. And if you do that, and if you pick those action steps from the last 7 Melanin Mondays, you'll have 21 action steps that you can be deploying in real time, family. All right. And that goes into, and I'm saying that to you all because this is what the spirit that Red Pill and Professor Griff invited me to share with them when we talk about Fear the Black Planet. We're not just talking about what the enemy has planned for us. We actually have answers and remedies that we can be taking body, mind, spirit holistically to calibrate us at a way to defend ourselves and protect ourselves on all levels. So that's the first thing I would like to share with the community, and I'll pass it to Red before that's what my spirit's telling me to tell you all. Let's go back. Let's take action around the downloads that this platform has given us. Create a paradigm, a daily paradigm regimen based upon what you're getting, and then in your comments as he opens up Q&A, you'll call in over the next Mondays. Now you'll be sharing with Red Pill. Hey, Brother Red Pill, this is what I got from this Melanin Monday. This is what I actually shared with my family. This is what I actually shared with my loved ones. This is what actually I put into reality. If you do that, that's transformational. Now our melanin becomes charged. And that means every Melanin Monday is a holiday. It's a celebration for us because we're using the Melanin Mondays that Red Pill is facilitating for us to be actionary with these manifestations. Red, can you hear me, brother? I think you're frozen.
That's a fact. That's a super fact. I say to your ancestors for even giving you that download, my brother. You know, because that is extreme. That is of extreme importance to begin to, you know, itemize the offerings. There's a lot of work that the community and
Wellness salute. I'm waiting for Red to come back
yeah,
on. Okay, you're
yeah,
there, brother.
yeah.
Red, can you hear me?
Yo,
Check. Can you hear me, bro?
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just trying to get my connection a little bit better. You know, pardon me. There we Yeah, pardon me, y'all. Pardon me. Nova, I'm back. I'm back, Nova. Yeah. Pardon me, family. I had to get on this hotspot so we don't have this issue. But yeah. Love and light to the family. Don't worry about any of that. You know what I mean? It's all good. We don't give no energy, no negative energies and whatnot. We Gucci over here. We great. That was a smoke break. All right.
Yes, sir. Okay, so fam, before we would cut off, I was just saying that I would first want to let's give credence to the platform, and let's do something a little different than when we engage in other platforms. I would love to honor Brother Red Pill because he's always been actionary minded. One thing I think a lot of people misinterpret is that he'll give you information, he'll do an observation, and as his brother, my humble observation, he'll give you a download. He'll tell you what folks is doing, but he always tells you what you need to be doing to prepare yourself strategically to counteract a lot of the fuck shit that goes on. So whereas some brothers and sisters who have a lot of power at giving you information, they're not necessarily giving you remedies, and so you're lost in the source. So the honor what I get from Melanin Mondays when I've tuned in is we should just not let the 100 days salutes go in a fray. We should now use these Mondays to give back to the platform. We call it in the military, for those who don't know, I'm a combat veteran, and we have this thing we have called seed the report. So basically, the seed the report means you're giving some instructions, you apply these instructions, you train for it, and then you report on your plus and minuses, and then you build from there. You know, so no ego.
Right.
Hey, Red Pill told me to do these 3 or 4 things to see a transformation. I maybe did 2 of these things. Hey, Red, you got something that you can give me to help me with the 3rd one. You know, and then now we're actually creating a community that is actionary around the information given. Okay, because we have to now honor our brothers and sisters. Like the pillars and like all of our families that have been doing this work, we have to honor them in a living by all of us collectively doing our part and seeding the report, coming back and saying, hey, brother, this works, this didn't work, and this is how we can get stronger. Because know your enemy is calibrated every day. It is dedicated to creating systems, strategies, to cut the life flow of not only you, but your kids, and their kids. That's how intimately they are enrooted in discounting you. So we can't stop. We have to stop making excuses. You have to change our mentality and be excited about applying the information, not just receiving the download. Because if you receive the download like a Melanin Monday, that's high level. Melanin Monday, that's a high level. If you receive the Melanin Monday for 100 Mondays, and you did not give Brother Red Pill the seed the report, now the melanin is going to be toxic. You know why? Because the melanin has to move. The melanin has to charge. It has to go out and now do its dance. So you stopping the melanin from dancing. So I just want to encourage you, brothers and sisters.
Look, Nova,
you know, yeah.
Going back to what I was saying about we get in our own way.
Exactly, brother.
You know, your intuition was like, send that nigga a cash app, and you hopped in front of your intuition and was like, nah, I'm gonna get a Popeye's burger. You blocked your blessings, right? Because like Nova said, the magic only works when it's completed, meaning that it has to be reciprocated. My magic works when the shit is a full circle. So imagine. Go ahead.
No. I was doing the sign language of your word. Keep going.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Because the way that the universe works, when you receive, right? When you receive from somebody, it's your duty. When you take whatever's given to you, if you were given a pearl, if you were given a gem, if it was a rough stone and you polished it and you buffed it, and that shit is now a multifaceted diamond and is shining. And you, as a result of that shining, you're shining even more. It is only your duty to give back to what was given to you for. It wasn't given to you. Nobody charged you for this. This wasn't given to you with strings attached. This wasn't, you didn't have to, you didn't realize what it was because you were not charged for it on the front end. But you realized that there was a charge for this shit on the back end. You understand? And the only charge that I give you is that I'm charging you. So take this information and do something with it. Why? Because I have receipts. You know, people keep secrets. They don't talk in these communities when shit works. But I got receipts to show you time after time, people who I've sat down and counseled, people who I've given I've given them steps to take. I've given them plans. I've given them blueprints. I've given them the quote unquote the cloth to clothe them.
That's right. That's right.
And I was clothed with cloth, and I was given gems. I'm a recipient.
Come on.
Right? Dr. Baby was shaking all kind of, you know what I'm talking about?
That's right. You're not only the client, you're the president.
This one had C-Moss in it.
Come on. Yeah, family.
You know?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Valentine, he was shaking cloth.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been rolled. The emperor had no clothes when I came in front of certain people. I was butt naked, smelling like McDonald's or McDowell's, whatever. You know that shame. You know fast food shame. When you go around healthy niggas and you smell like white acid. You know, you smell like the McDonald's fries, and you're around a baby, and you don't know how to. You know, you talking like.
Hey, Red, it's called Mick aromatherapy. Micotherapy.
There you go. So that's called being naked. The emperor has no clothes. I've come in front of teachers. I came in front of Queen of Four. I'm here to testify. My daughter was on the way.
Woo.
I remember specifically the year. It was 2013.
Wow.
I knocked on her door. And she was like, yo, I thought the red pill was coming over. Is he still on the way? And I'm like, him. Right? She didn't even notice me. I was so gone.
Oh, wow.
Your mother sat me down right in that kitchen and that, you know, when she had it in the meeting room. And she spoke life into me, bro. And then she gave me a product line. And she helped resurrect me. I've been resurrected on a few times. I've been on the COVID. I've been on a respirator, my niggas. Like I had COVID-19 in these streets. Woo. You know, sometimes affairs of the heart. You know, sometimes it could be not being appreciated. Sometimes it could be that you've been self-destroying and sabotaging yourself so much that you are almost on a flat line, and somebody comes in and they goddamn breathe life into you. Sometimes it's in the breath of life elixirs, or sometimes it's the proverbial breath of life. You might run into a offset who puts you back together. Because I've been in.
Yes, right.
You know what I'm talking about? Now,
yeah, I know.
Her name is Nina in Atlanta. Y'all know who she is from Ghetto to Goddess. Yeah, she put the God back together.
Come on. Come on. Put his parts back together. Resurrection.
That was in 2011. I've been in pieces a few times.
Yeah.
And once I got put back together, I was stronger than ever before.
Come on.
When your mother helped resurrect me, I was stronger. I had purpose. When I saw my daughter's eyes open and she took her first breath, y'all niggas need to have more children. How about that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How about we figure this whole shit out? It's the fucking seeds, because they are the gift. They're the ones who make you level up. When I think back, I was kind of ashy before my son got here, and I was kind of ashy before my daughter got here, and I was even more ashier before my third son got here. These niggas was letting me walk around with an afro and no comb. My mama told me about it. She questioned me about it. Boy, why are you not combing that afro? I was like, you know what? Because I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm red pill. And that wasn't what's up. I was out to lunch. You know, and your children get you classier. They clean you up. They bring the blessings. They add another. The reason why you get the blessings because they're adding another 100 plus years to your existence. You did not quote unquote back down. You did not turn your back on the ancestors and you allowed them to come back. Those who wanted to return, you gave them the throughway through the womb of yourself or your loved one, and you gave them because because of your frequency, your antenna, because, and I'm saying don't be selfish if your resonance is at a certain heights. Now, if you a low frequency knuckle dragger, nigga, you need to euthanize yourself. You need to, you know what I mean? Like you need to you and your cat need to get fixed. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just do it yourself. You know?
Hey, Red, let me just I gotta just throw it back to the Melanin Monday. You talked about resurrection, the ability to pull yourself together and attract the resources you need, people, places, and things. So, family, he just gave you that resilience. He revealed to you that there were times where he was challenged in life and he wasn't together, but he willed himself in a position to attract the resources needed. So activate your access, your magnetism. Second, gratitude, right? Being,
Facts.
really we have a supreme gratitude for who you are and what you've been able to overcome. A lot of us we go through our own everyday challenges. So we have to practice daily gratitude. 3, acknowledgement of your seeds, like Brother Red Pill said. The more he acknowledged himself and his progeny, it allowed him to now restore his power back unto himself. So again, I just had to just salute you, beloved, because you just a download stream, and I want them to slow it down. This is why I told you I want you to go back to these Melanin Mondays and write. I'm now showing you how to do it. You see how Brother Red Pill went in? I took a pause and I said, let me go back into the points he hit. Self-accountability, resurrection, right? Gratitude, acknowledgement, and prodigy. We can create daily rituals and activities around the tenets that Red Pill just shared. See, if you just come in and hit a game and you're not a player, you lost. So he's dropping metaphysical game on you, but he's the download, he's the channel. You all have to now go back, rewind the tape, go back like you used to do. You memorize Nas's, Brahms, and Biggie and Jay-Z. Memorize these Melanin Mondays, these bars. Take action steps to Hootie, speak it into your flesh, and then create daily rituals and accountability systems to actually empower you, so you can be empowered by the tenets that are given. Yes, beloved.
Super facts. Super facts.
And Red, may I please say, motherfuckers,
yes,
stay hydrated, okay? Man and woman, drink your goddamn water. Stop playing with yourself. Listen, the body in its alkaline state is water. We live on a water planet. You're 70% water. Drink your fucking water. And a lot of you motherfuckers want to always take the herbs without no goddamn water. To really activate the herbs, to activate your sea moss, your gold, or your greens, you have to be hydrated. Because the more hydrated you are, your body's already at the high alkaline state, and now the herbs and the accents will further take it to the optimum state. Brothers and sisters, stop being scared of water. Man, woman, your water. Know thyself. You're on a water planet. You're 70% water. The first thing I will tell you to master, make a daily actionable commitment to staying hydrated. Okay, that's how you can navigate this chaos. If you like, salute to Dick Gregory, right? Our elder Dick Gregory, always, before he passed, he was on this water tour thing to remind family, listen, disease festers in a dehydrated body. And our beloved Dr. Sebi talked about mucus. So salute to Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi talked about, the mucus is a disease. So between what Dr. Sebi said about the mucus, the foods that we're eating that causing blockages, and what Dick Gregory said about dehydration, you're walking dead. So to reverse that, hydrate and cut out those mucus-forming foods. And let me just say this while I'm acknowledging the beloved Dr. Sebi right now. If you have any Dr. Sebi herb in your pantry, stop just putting up his meme and saying what Dr. Sebi said. Apply the fucking herbs. How come I don't see none of you niggas actually with the pots? I hear all this Dr. Sebi talk. I don't see no Dr. Sebi action. I see a lot of y'all trying to deride my Pill brothers and KT and all the other family members of the Sebi family, but I'm not really seeing a lot of you motherfuckers in the kitchen showing, improving. I see a lot of you want to jump in people's comments and saying who's better, who's not, who's bad, but nobody. I don't see no goddamn herbs on the stove. I don't see no application. So I'm not dogmatic. I'm gonna meet you where you at. I want to encourage you all.
Yep.
I could be hardcore, and I will continue to be that. But I want to encourage you, for those that are in that system, I would like to charge you all with being in action. Feel me? Stop the memes and now start sharing uploads. Hey, this is the tea that Dr. Sebi said to take. This is how I'm making it. Showing motherfucking proof.
They're not drinking the bitters.
Yeah, I just want to say that, Red.
They're not drinking the bitters. I don't see the bitters on the stove.
But Red, that's what's gonna. We need those bitters, Red. That's the actual deployment in this Corona-19 chaos. We have to have the bitters, Red. You know what I mean? And I'm saying, as wellness warriors, if you want to honor our beloved Dr. Sebi through your action, you got to get with these bitters and start to put up. I dare you in the next 7 days, next Melanin Monday family, upload a video, upload some pictures, show your kids in the kitchen with these herbs, and let's get to action. Let's get to wellness action. That's my message for them with that, Red.
That's a super fact. I have to give monumental salutes and shout outs to Father Rich and KT the Arch Degree and everyone who participated in the WhatsApp group. Now, they had a 7-day sea moss challenge. This is in the beginning of the coronavirus when they were telling everybody, go and buy all of the food that you can and then get some toilet paper. They didn't tell them. They didn't say they didn't say avoid processed foods, and you might want to avoid pork, and you might want to avoid the quote unquote steaks that have actually been in the back since Thanksgiving, right? You might want to avoid that. They didn't say that. They just said buy food. So people bought food. And then Rich and I had a consultation with Rich. And then we shared, I shared the idea about a fast, and he ran with it and implemented it, because one of the wonderful things about having a network of powerful friends and colleagues, is that if you put a proper idea, you don't have to think for yourself in this community. When you're active, when you're really in this community, because people be like, how's the community? Fam. It's not that I can count the members of the conscious community on my hand.
That's fact.
Like, this is an active community. You can't. It's almost like saying, you almost like saying you on a USA Dream Team because you're watching them. No, you're not on a Dream Team. You got Dream Team paraphernalia, but you're not on the Dream Team. You're not one of the Dream Team players. Let's be clear. So as much as Dr. Sebi loves CMOS, the fact that I know that there's a lot of people who are not true students and they're not following his real teaching, if they knew as much as he pushed CMOS, what was the other herb that he pushed? Damn near simultaneous. They went hand in hand. They went hand in hand. And before I say it, I'm going to just give 30 seconds to the fam in the audience, because I know that there's some sharp students that are out there. Shout out to King Simon in the building. King Simon might know what it is. You know what I'm talking about? But there was another herb that came with the sea moss. You're not drinking sea moss by itself. You're going to have the fucking ugly face, the sea moss. Yeah, exactly. That bladder rack.
Come on.
And not just that bladder rack, that Cascara sagrada.
Okay, now we talk.
If your stomach was not griping, if you did not have goddamn contraction pains, you wasn't cleaning yourself out. I'm talking about severe griping. I'm talking about you will have a 12-pack when you finish with this cleanse. That's how much your stomach muscles are gonna contract. This shit, and when you drink it, you have the permanent. You're gonna have the shit face forever.
Listen, Red, what we're talking about, that's in the bodybuilding community, we call that a stack. So Dr. Sebi talked about a master stack. And so you motherfuckers are not stacking. Everybody's making viral sea moss, and I don't hear no goddamn bladder wrack, which is also good for the immune system functionality, and a cascada sagrada for cleaning out that goddamn ascending and descending colon. A stack with sea moss, bladder wrack, and cascada sagrada will give you an overall holistic cleanse and fortification, and then you add the gold, and then you add your mega greens. I mean, come on. I mean, now we're talking about being the true and living melanated on the Mondays. Okay. Right. So I instead of beating my family up, I want to inspire you all on this Melanin Monday to, in addition to your CMOS stack, add the bladder rack. Like Dr. Sabi talked about, add the cascada sagrada. Give yourself a nice 24 hours to 72-hour observation. Make sure you're hydrating, right? Start on small actionable steps, plus everything that Red Pill has been saying in this discussion, plus prior discussions. You'll have the mental tools. We're giving you the herbs. If you just take 7 days of mastery, the 7-day God number, by the time we get to the next Melanin Monday, we would have ascended another notch.
Man,
that's what I'm saying, Red. I just want to just encourage us to be actionary. Yeah, brother.
I just wanted to add on to what you were saying. I wanted to simplify it in an analogy form.
Yeah.
As to what these herbs are in the process of taking them, because people are becoming they're Christianizing the herb game.
Yes,
they're making it a religion. They're fatting sea moss, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not going to speak negatively about the fact that sea moss is a fad. That's a good fad. They had riding the boat as a fad last summer. Where did that get us? You know what I'm talking about? Did you see that lately? No. But anyway, so you get a refurbished house, right? But in the parking lot, you have a U-Haul filled up with Versace couches, right? I mean, hey, you might not be into that. You got you some goddamn, who's your favorite design? You got some Virgil couches. You got some Off-White. You got this new refurbished house, though. But this refurbished house have to get cleaned out before you put this new furniture in this house, so you could really get on the gram and stunt on your live.
Come on,
because you can't do a live on a goddamn Off-White couch inside of a dirty house.
Come on.
So people making all of this thing about, oh, I got 98 minerals and all of that. That's your Versace couch. Cool, right? You got the fucking Versace Off-White. You know, you got the double G's, the Dapper Dan embroidery couch. Cool. You that guy, you him. With the ottoman to go with it. Awesome. But you did not get house cleaning services to clean out that goddamn refab home before you started to stunt. So you are a well-dressed fucking pig. You know what I mean? You just put lipstick on a pig. How does it work properly? This is how it works. You have to clean yourself out first and foremost, meaning that the heavy lifting, the ugly work you got to taste the rats. The rats are the parasites. The rats are the worms, the roaches, the termites. You got to clean all of that ruckus out. You might have to get the squatters out. Oh, that's the fibroids and shit like that. That's the real serious shit. You might have to get the squatters and some fucking Moors who are sleeping in your attic with bad paperwork trying to. Nigga, what you doing now? Yo, beloved, you don't have no security in my house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking people under the stairs. You got Moors under the stairs. You know what I'm saying? You got L's under the stairs.
Babes under the stairs.
You got beloveds under the stairs. And you gotta clean them out.
You gotta clean them out.
That's what Cascara Sagrada is.
Come on.
That's what the bladder rack is.
Yeah.
You get that is bitter. It's the bitter. So when you refurbish the house and you got to get those rats out, that's the bitters. When you doing demolition, that's the bitter. You don't like to get up to do that, but that's the bitter work. The rebuilding work, however, that is definitely the rewarding work. That's the work that as you begin to restore the walls and the floors, you start to say, wow, I'm seeing this place in a whole nother light.
Come on.
Then you're going to shellac the floors. Then you're going to rewire the house. So now you got solar, right? Sun energy. And you like, oh shit, I never knew that the house could function off the sun. You were plugged up the whole time. Yeah, there you go. You putting that gold in your body. You putting those chlorophyll, those greens in your body. You eating kale and whatnot. You know, you skipping slutty burger. You go,
Yeah.
You're gonna go right to the source. You're gonna go to the raw shit, right?
Come on. Yeah.
And then this is the crowning achievement moment. Then you start putting the gold gilded faucets on, shit like that. Out of Home Depot. Then you put the marble tops on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you unplastic all of that off-white furniture.
Yeah.
And that's the process that we're sharing with you about returning to your God body, man, woman, and child. I don't care if you're 5 years old, you need a God body. And there in the universe is conspiring for your success. Why? The reason why the universe is conspiring for your success is because us, these human beings that we've all incarnated as, we are made up of stardust. We are made up of the earth. We are nothing but husk of the earth. If you lay us down, once our spirit, once this sentient light being spirit, once our animated spirit leaves this husk, it will go right back to whence it came. It's part of the earth. Yo, I was in the woods the other day, right, Nova?
Yeah.
I was in the woods. I was like, yo, white people don't belong in the woods. And my wife was like, what do you mean? I was like, look at them. This is not their environment. Look at me. You know what I'm talking about? Look at us. We are in this environment. Why? Because this whole environment is brown. It's earth tone. And I'm copper tone. I was in the sun. My shit was going off. I'm like, this is for us. I'm part of the mud. I'm part of the water. I'm part of the leaves. I said, look at the foliage. All of the foliage has non-ether. There's no 6 ether in the forest. There's nothing that's stringy. There's everything is real. There's nothing that's stringy like white. There's nothing white in the forest or the jungle.
It's all melanated. Yeah.
It's all melanated. I said they belong in the snow. That's where they from. Based off of phenotype. I'm not being facetious. I got European, I got pilgrims that's out here buying corn for me, so I gotta be careful. This is not this, yo, you know what I'm talking about?
Real talk.
You niggas let Jane Goodman call you monkeys. Let me cook. You know what I'm talking about? Let me cook. Come on. Yeah, I work, I'm part of the Smithsonian. I'm just giving them the biology fact.
Let's go. Hey, family, listen.
The forest, you don't look right.
But no, real quick. I don't want to stop it, Bill. I just want a point to highlight. Family, another action step on Melanin Monday. Red Pill just channeled for you. Get in nature. Okay? So listen, my job on this platform, whenever I'm here with my brother, is just to highlight the download. Because I do not want to give my brother a disservice of being our channel, and we're not taking action from the channel. I can only acknowledge him at the high level because he's channeling, but he's giving us the game. He's giving us action. So what I just got from that, Red just said, Nova, I was in the forest with my wife, and I did the knowledge. Melanin. So where we need to be, at least, even if we're in the city, we need to maybe once a week, go into some environment that is nature-based and do your resetting and your realigning. Continue, Red. I just had to highlight the action.
I want to share with you one of the perks of the armed services for you is that you were able to return with the new level of logistics. And this is what we need. We need logistic thinking, right?
Ashe.
We need logistic thinking. We need you know, even when we need tactical thinking.
Yes.
You know, because in tactical training, there's life lessons to be learned.
Yeah.
And you know, even I was in shock when I was, you know, I was in a program called Shock. You know, it was for felons, nonviolent and shit like that, right? Whatever. It's a boot camp that they have on Rikers Island, and they throw you in a boot camp, right? And they send you to the mountains, right?
Oh wow. Yeah.
One of the things about, and this is interesting because city slickers such as myself, right? We was in Brooklyn together when we were younger.
That's right. Yeah.
We from the hood, right? So we know that when we got jammed up as youth, they would send the city slickers to the mountains.
That's right.
Right? Like when you get locked up, if you had to go and do a bid, what they call the big house, there's 70 prisons in New York State. Outside of New York City, Rikers Island is the holding jail, the county, and then there's 70 different prisons, 70 plus. And New York State is so large that if I took a car right now from New York and drove 14 hours, it would take me straight to Atlanta, down 9-5. I could go to Atlanta for 14 hours on a China bus. But if you drove in the opposite direction, you'll still be in New York State.
Crazy.
It takes you 16 hours to go to Canada through Plattsburgh. Woo. So 14 hours, if I left New York City, Brooklyn, and I hit New York going the opposite way, I would still be in New York 14 hours later. That's how humongous New York is.
That's
and
crazy.
Throughout the state is sprinkled with prisons. And the city feeds the majority. Buffalo, right? Griselda and them niggas. Buffalo, Albany, and New York City feed the New York State prison systems. 85% of their population comes from, and there's 5 zip codes in New York that feed the majority of those.
Crazy.
2 in the Bronx and some in Brooklyn. But anyway,
wow. So the machine just eats the melanin, Red. The machine.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
They devour the melanin. What it is that they allotted a certain amount of people. You know, this is a machine. This is a plantation. This is slavery. So they've allotted a certain percentage to the complex industry. They've allotted another percentage to the sports complex industry. They've allotted another complex, the military complex industry. So these these bodies are still their own. They're certified. They're insured and all that. You know. But this is what I wanted to share. That they send the city slickers to the mountains. It's in the mountains, though, right? They send us to the Adirondacks. They send us to the mountains. It's in the mountains of New York, and they call it the mountains, where brothers and sisters have reached their most optimum health.
Deep, because you're breathing another level of oxygen up there. You know, even in the confinement, you're breathing a whole nother. Your whole respiratory system is now calibrated and functioning at an optimum level, even in confinement. So red pill, when you're doing calisthenics up there, push-ups, jumping jacks, the training. By the time this is why they were scared of y'all, because by the time y'all hit the city after 7 months or 7 years being locked up state, you come back in the city, y'all are super fucking melanated warriors. Just by how your bodies are, and that's some deep shit. People ain't even talking about the metaphysics. People ain't even talking about the metaphysics of y'all's confinement. Like, we talk about the negative shit, but there's some metaphysics to even how y'all are being transformed. But again, brother, yeah.
Well, you know, the wonderful thing about the universe, once again, we're all in class. And what the universe will do for those that are in class is they'll always give you a chance to be in the lesson. So everybody was always wondering, what is it to be locked up? What does it feel like to be confined? What does it feel like to have somebody to tell you when you could come out your cell? Or you just experienced that. They told you when you could come out your house. They told you that you couldn't go to work. They told you that you couldn't go to school. They told you that you couldn't get on a train. They told you that you couldn't come out the house a certain time of day.
Social distancing.
Without a mask. Huh?
I know. I was saying, and adding social distancing. You can't be around your peoples, right?
Social distancing. You can't walk close when you're on the island and whatnot, and you go on a child. It's social distancing because you run up on somebody and cut them. you had to walk a certain amount, a certain feet. They call it 4 fiends distance. That's what JC, give me 4 fiends distance. You have to keep 4 fiends distance from a predicate, because even with the mittens on, even when they have you handcuffed with goddamn mittens over your hand, these were predicates. They call them predicates because they still found ways to be violent. In the military, you have prisoners like that are super violent, that they have to shackle them down. And how do these people find ways out of the shackle?
Come on.
You had dudes that was cutting captains. I'm talking about, they had them. That's how I know that the black man is God.
Woo.
They was popping up on captains. They was cutting them. I'm talking about, they searched this man 30 times. Where'd the razor come from? But anyway, where they had us in the shock program, we had actual drill instructors. So we had DIs from the military, right? And our PE was the same PE that y'all got.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I wake up at 4:30. We had wake up call 4:30.
Come on.
Right?
Yeah.
Right after barracks. They put us down on PE. We had an hour and change for PE. We ran 2 miles.
Come on.
Sometimes we would run carrying a log. We had big ass log. Like if me and somebody was beefing, we would have to run a big log together.
Woo.
Then we go to the mess. We go to chow. We had an allotted amount of time to eat chow. You only had 10 minutes to eat big man breakfast.
Yeah, that sounds like exactly what the shit we had to go through. Wow, that's deep. That's deep.
They
Red,
ran the same program.
Yo, Red, that's ill how you, that's what I'm saying. This is deep because yo, even though you're in confinement, they were training yo to be some powerful motherfuckers. Like, that's deep. That's deep, bro.
Man, they were, yo, I was a weight that I've never been. I was a solid 185 when I left there. No body fat, right?
Shredded.
I couldn't grow. They didn't allow us to grow our hair. So I had a bald head, right? You couldn't grow no facial hair. I didn't read. I didn't know that. I knew that Aaliyah died because I was cleaning the bathroom. They basically they would shuttle us to different small white towns.
Red, you there? Check. Peace. Red, you there? Peace.
All right. We're back. We're back. No conspiracies. The computer died and shit. We're back though. No. Illuminati didn't get us. The Illuminati cancel out. No, yeah. No need nigga giving out wrong energy. Conspiracy. Don't. Let's wait for our brother to come back. He probably was. You know, we've had some technical difficulty, but nonetheless, it's a raid, so it's to be expected. And it was corrected as you know, right? Everything okay. It's all good. No more military talk. Nah, we're gonna finish the conversation. I feel that conversation needed. There's some brothers out there that need to hear that, and sisters. You know, it is definitely something that needs to be heard because people, not aware of what certain people had to do in their life in front of would talk to them, able to, I get it. I get it. All of that being said, I don't want to forget the fact that there's a lecture coming up in this year of 20. It's for I myself, Brother Red Pill, on with Super SLOM, Professor Griff. You know, we're going to be doing an online presentation similar to the same way I was doing presentations before. A bad connection. The sound is on and off. All right, give me a minute. Let's fix this up. Let's fix this thing. It might be okay, hold on. Let's turn on. Hold on, family, my friends and family. Hold on. All right, give me a minute. Let me fix the connection. I said it sound. It look clean, man. I don't know. It look clean. Give me a minute, y'all. Let me Somebody say you sound fine. You're back on the TV. Hold on. The connection is a little off. The connection is bad. Yeah, my phone, I got this, it died. This is where the hotspot was on. So I'm looking for the plug right now. But you know, if it's not working that good, then we might have to call it we might have to shorten the show. You know what I'm saying? You said that I'm good. So yeah. So I do want to remind the family that on May 15th, we are gonna be doing a monumental lecture. I need y'all to be in the building. I need y'all to pull up. I need y'all to get this information. If you know anything about what our good brother Professor Griff has been bringing to the table, if you know anything about what my good brother Slum brings to the table, and if you know anything about what I bring to the table, you know that you're gonna be in for a treat. All right. So right there in the description, if you want to get the link, the Eventbrite link is available for anybody that wants to get the tickets, the pre-tickets. This event is going to be very powerful. This event is also going to have something very special added to it that you don't necessarily see that I haven't done yet. But this is the first time. This time we're going to be releasing a capsule along with this lecture. This capsule is going to include merch. This capsule is also going to include products. This capsule is going to be a one of a kind capsule. The merch will be merch directly tied into the lecture, Favor Black Planet 2020. It will be designed by Kings County in collaboration with other designers. If you know anything about the Supreme brand, the clothing brand called themselves Supreme, they did a capsule with Favor Black Planet, and they got jackets selling in the thousands of dollars, right? And you know, that is a powerful brand. It's a powerful brand. Um, and that brand is, the Favor Black Planet brand. We're gonna push that brand even further with the capsule that we're gonna be releasing for the Favor Black Planet 2020 lecture. So look out for that. It's gonna be limited supply. It's not gonna be here forever. It's for my collectors only. Okay. So we are, speaking to our collectors. There are people amongst us in the community that are collecting. They know what this community, they know the value of the community, and they know where it's going to be in the future. So they're collectors. They're people who own every single item that I've ever made. There are people that own every single piece of music that I've created. There are people who own every piece of literature. There are people that own every single digital piece of content that I've created. So I know about the collectors, you know what I mean? And then there's people that are out there who, they won't let any quote unquote price spare. They won't let a price stop them collecting and collecting souvenirs and paraphernalia and relics that they know that's going to gain value in the quote unquote near future. It's almost like betting on stocks. You know how people buy stocks because you know that those stocks are going to rise? Well, the stocks that I'd rather buy and the stocks that I'll be investing in is whatever products and whatever brands that I see in this network or this community that I know that in 5 and 10 years, these brands and these products are going to be at a higher level. They're going to be at a heights. But I could at least say, you know what? I got the first product, or I got the first book, or I got the first album, or whatever it is in the beginning. I know that I could say that I own a piece of that because I'm gonna invest in those around me who show potential. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be an investor. I'm gonna put my bread with I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's how the world turns. That's how the world turns. It's been going down like that before we was even here. You know. So yeah, that's what that is. The brother asked me to speak about depression. Somebody in the chat said that they were going through depression and they wanted me to about depression. This is what I want to say about depression. You picked the right time to ask a question about that because I'm sure that there's a lot of people who can relate to what it is that you may be going through, primarily because we are in the beginning throes of the spring and we're just getting out of winter. So I would suspect There a lot of people pressed out to because the winter is a depression. It's the of death. It's coldest, trees die, the animals. It's inspection. People stay inside. So top the fact that um, that's natural thing. On top of it, you had COVID-19 virus with the thing. You had to with you. You had to deal with your issue. You had to put whatever you was dealing with. You had to look at your mirror. Sometimes, in some you had to be inside of a household with people who you don't rock at, you don't belong with, and you might have quarantine with some toxic people. So one of the benefits of today or the now is that the sun is out. The sun is out. I'm talking, and with the sun being out, that gives you the opportunity to sunbathe, and not only sunbathe, but you can heal. You could begin to ground yourself, meaning that you could go barefoot, you could go for walks, you could get in the water. How water is for depression? Do you know what it feels like just to get in the ocean or even in a stream, right? You could go walk barefoot. You could go with a friend. It could be a platonic friend and have a picnic. Get into nature. Get into nature. Plug into nature. You dig what I'm saying? Even if you're surrounded in nature, you're not in it. You need to get in that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Get in it. Get inside of nature. Go inside the forest. Go walk in the forest. If you're a creative, if there's something that you're not inspired to create anymore, find out why. Do a little bit of meditation on that. You might be an artist and you're facing roadblock or writer's block and whatnot. Obstacle because many of us obstacle. It's not the end all. So one of the great things about now is that even not this first of them opening up America. I'm saying don't go outside and run into a crowd of some rambunctious Negroes who is in the house eating pork rinds and watching fucking little boozies live for goddamn a month and OnlyFans. I'm saying don't run in those crowds and let those off on you quick to be around everybody. So this, shit. Uh, there's a benefit to that. However, watch this. Watch how the government is playing in lane straps. Just pay attention. So peep it. Peep what's going on. Really peep what's going on. Because they are out here, showing you what it is and what it's not. And the sheeple, they're showing you that they're only gonna be who they say they are. Nothing more, nothing less. And you the fool for thinking that they somebody else who they never said. So look, do what the people are gonna do with what they're told. Told them niggas to stay home. The militia didn't live $1 million because, and from what I saw, basically the oil. Now, you may think that that has nothing to do with anything, and that's just whatever. It's just white people, white. But I'm gonna ask you, the reception is bad. Okay, it's breaking up, and that's not good. That's not a good thing. You know, that's not a good thing. Give me a minute, yo. Let me see something. I could get the charger, but I gotta unplug some shit. Yeah, I don't really feel like doing stuff, man. Turn my hotspot on. All right, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me turn my phone back on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'll be there in a minute, y'all. My phone is charging. It should be on in about 5 minutes, so the Wi-Fi will be back. Or the yeah, nigga, I know it's trappy. I know it's trappy. I get it. Somebody said recap the last 2 minutes. Where is the academy or tutorial? I'm gonna give you an email with all of that information. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna give you the email. What I was going over, what I was covering was the fact that the Army in Michigan, right? That there was a militia that took over the state capitol in Michigan, right? But because people don't pay attention, somebody said, "Where's Griffin Nova?" Obviously, they're not here, bro. They're not here. Griff is on the show with Brother Rich, right? Because he has an 11 o'clock show with Black Magic 363. And Supernova was here earlier. He might have had things to do. But they, they here in spirit, promoting all in our black selves, what I mean? Black. That's coming up on May 5th. Let me put the link in the chat real quick. Let me put it up. But that's gonna be something that I need everybody to be at. All three of us got together a few years ago in Baltimore. I'm going to be putting clips of that out so you can see how prophetic that lecture was. Three of us got in Waterbury, I believe. Well, right? Then we come to it might have just been me and Nova, but GRIFF, real good work. We did some real good work in Baltimore a few years ago. And as a result of that, we're going to do some good work in a few weeks and bring that information back, bring that energy back. You know what I'm talking about? You know? So yeah, that's what it is. So something took place, right? Something took place, and black media didn't say anything about it. Something took place the other day in the news. This happened twice. But because black media is boule, right? The Charlemagne Breakfast Club, the Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, all of them. And it's no offense to any of them, but they're contracted to small hats that sell them dreams of grandeur. You know what I'm talking about? That sell them dreams of grandeur, right? That's who they are. They're employees who work with white folk who sold them dreams of grandeur to get down with them and to and push their agenda, and they rewarded them with trinkets. Matter of fact, these black people signed up with banksters, right? Banksters. That's who they are. They signed up to banksters. Okay? Black celebrities who are signed to record deals, major labels. These are poor blacks, poor talented blacks. And I call them poor because they don't have intellect. So they're poor minded. It doesn't matter if they have jewelry and whatnot. It don't matter if they have. Hold on a minute, because y'all killing me with this connection shit. Let me just see if the phone is on so I could turn on this Wi-Fi. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. All right. So hopefully that's better. We just fixed it. Okay. So look at what happened. And nobody made any kind of ruckus about it. Because like I was saying a minute ago, black entertainers, Hollywood, sports, because all of these are entertainment. I mean, they are financially bad. Are they getting the delay? Well, nonetheless, I still wanted to put the phone on the network. So it's on a Wi-Fi network. So, you know, we don't have to have any disruptions. The militia runs Detroit. Not Trick. God damn. Facts. I mean, is that truly facts? Like, is this what's going down? But let me just explain what's going on, because this is crazy, right? I don't know what our people, what their priorities are, because based off of what they react to, and based off of what they, you know, and based off of what's going on, I don't know if people's priorities are in order, bro. And that's kind of alarming to me. But anyway, let's break this down. The rappers, the athletes, the actors, the quote unquote radio personalities, all of these people in media, they get picked up by wealthy, quote unquote, European, white, Anglo-Saxon Protestant, which is called WASP. Either white Anglo-Saxon Protestant males or liberal European pilgrim males. I'm trying to come up with all of the quote unquote names that these people go by, or descriptions, and their cohorts. There's a secret relationship between the quote unquote pilgrims and the Jews. And in this secret relationship, the person is usually in the middle, or what they call the proverbial monkey in the middle, because there's an agreement, and it seems that there's a deal, and it seems that there's some kind of under the table deal that has been struck between the people who are considered to own black people, or have the bonds or the security on black people, which would be the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Those are their owners, but their caretakers and the people who are entertaining them and feed off of them by way of the you know, all of these different services would be the small hats, because the small hats runs the hospitals, they run healthcare, right? So they get you in a hospital, they run the entertainment industry, they get you in the entertainment industry, and they run the courts. So they get you in the courtroom, right? The small hats, you niggas need a Jewish lawyer, don't you? They run the hospitals and they run Hollywood. You got to sit on Harvey Weinstein's lap. And you, when you come through Hollywood, I don't care what you came there to do. He had Lupita in his room. He had Rosie Perez in his room. Harvey Weinstein, who has a bussy, by the way, he's a hermaphrodite. He was smutting out damn near every single starlet that you see on the big screen. Okay, he was smutting them all out, and I'm not just talking about regular sex either. He was doing what is considered bestiality and sadomasochism and all kind of other stuff. He was smutting them out. He was doing what they do in Hollywood. He was breaking them in, right? So Yeah, like how you know how they have rumors about what was going on. Yeah, somebody said, huh? Yeah, Harvey Weinstein and Lupita. Go and Google it. Go Google Harvey Weinstein and Lupita, right? Lupita got away. That's not what I heard. Okay? That's what she said, but that's not what I heard. She just didn't want to go ahead and say that, you know, she didn't want to, she said she me too'd him. She didn't want to go ahead and give all of the facts about what the hell happened. But yeah, he was out here laying down, you know, with a whole bunch of the quote unquote talent in Tinseltown. They call him the Beast, like how they call Aleister Crowley the Beast. He was actually, I think he was picking up after Aleister Crowley. What did I hear? Don't worry about what I heard. Don't worry about what I heard. You know what I'm saying? What I heard is irrelevant. This is not the Breakfast Club. I'm not sitting up here talking about what I heard. But what I heard is that Harvey Weinstein is a piece of shit. And none of the rappers denounced him. None of the entertainers, after he got convicted, denounced him. Nobody was forced to denounce him. Nobody wants to talk about him because if they talk about him, it's going to leak back. If Jay-Z opens his mouth about him, or if any of the entertainers open their mouth about Harvey Weinstein, then a whole bunch of dirty laundry is going to come flying out, right? So these entertainers who we put so much faith in, all they are poor people who signed up with banksters. That's who the labels are. The labels are nobody but banksters. It's don't think that they're talented. The label is not talented. Record labels are not hotbeds of talent, right? Henceforth, why they have to run through management so much. They're looking for talent. There's talented people out there, but the labels are banks. Okay. When you go and sign up to a Hollywood and you do a movie, nigga, that's a bank. You know what I mean? You owe them. They loaned. There was a loan for the production, and you got to pay it back. Okay, that's a bank. That's a bank. You know what I mean? And it's a bank with cameras. Them niggas got cameras, and they're a bank. You can have the same cameras, but you don't got no bank, so you can't make the kind of movies that they make. You don't got the bank. They got it. So niggas is contracting to banks. That's what the rappers are doing. They're contracted to a bank. Universal is a bank. Def Jam is a bank. Interscope is a bank. Henceforth, when you sign, you're already in debt. If they got their eyes on you, my nigga, prepare to be in debt. Because you're going to look good on the surface. They're going to give you the shellacking that you need. They're going to give you the shellacking because the banks could do that. You know what I'm talking about? They can help you fake it till you make it. But as a result of that, as a result of all of that fakery, you got to pay the piper and you have to pay them back for all of that flossing that you was doing. All of that faking that you was doing comes with a price. And that price, my friends, is not just your soul, my niggas. It's your motherfucking debt. You got to pay it back. You're going to owe more than you lent. So the same reason that they were being run out of Russia, the Jews, this is the same reason that they were being run out of Germany for the usury, for the technology with the finances. That's the same thing that they running around doing all up. You niggas watch Where Are They Now and Unsung. You see how many black people they done hung out to dry. They got these niggas on spin cycles. They was doing it all the way back from Billie Holiday all the way up. They got our people on spin cycles. And all the way up into today, we're still convinced that people who look like us and walk like us and talk like us, who are driving clean and eating good, that these people love us, not realizing that they're sharecroppers and they don't love anybody. And they're contracted to a bank. They don't know what the fuck they in. They don't know. They don't know how far in they're in over their heads. They're poor. They were poor. Yo, I was in my car homeless. Yo, I was down and out. Yo, I didn't have anything. Yo, my sneakers were leaning. Yo, I was with my baby mama living in her new boyfriend's house. You hear all of these pity party stories from these quote unquote entertainers, and they always speak of the fact that the bank came and saved them. So they owe their allegiance to the bank. Insert the label name. It doesn't matter what label. It's the same way that niggas got multiple banks that they could run off. Bank of America, TD Bank, SunTrust Bank. You know what I'm saying? JP Morgan Bank. You know what Wells Fargo Bank. You know, it's still a bank though. And you naming all of these labels, or you naming all of these fucking, oh, I'm on the Clippers, oh, I'm on the Knicks, oh, I'm here. Nigga, you're signed to a bank and you happen to play ball and sleep with white women. Have a fucking seat. That's not a feat in 2020, my nigga. That's nothing to be, you know, you don't get no points for that. You know what I'm saying? There's no points in that. Like, who cares about the fact that you could dribble a ball at this point? That means nothing whatsoever. That's not even impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who made the video game that digitized, they are more impressive at the end of the day than some of these, you know. And I'm not shitting on the basketball players. I'm not taking away from the sport. I'm not taking away from the sport. But I'm saying that, you know, we cannot itemize one thing over another. You know, if the basketball player is the shit, then the young black kid who knows how to write the code to create a digitized basketball player, he's also the shit. You know what I mean? He's also the shit. Why don't we pay that man attention? Why don't we give him a salary the same way that we give somebody who could dribble a ball? Why don't we pay the quote unquote coder or the developer? Why don't we give the blurred some kind of love? Why don't we give the blurs, you know, the same kind of love that we give a nigga who could run a pigskin or dunk a ball? You know, why don't we give somebody who's exercising a little more mental fortitude? Not to say that you don't have to be mentally astute to be an athlete, you do, but we need to begin to highlight, and we need to uplift, and we need to put in the we need to invest in the geniuses and the quote unquote um the wise ones amongst us, you know, the nerds, or because they're black, we call them blurs. You know what I'm talking about? We call them blurs. And somebody said the unseen hand won't allow it. The unseen hand won't allow it, right? Once again, giving somebody else power over us. And I'm saying that there's no such thing. You can't necessarily, nah, I'm not falling for that. The unseen hand won't allow it. Nah. Mm-mm. I'm not falling for that. You're not gonna tell me that somebody is not allowing you to do something. It sounds good on the computer, on the internet, but in real life, that's not what it is. There's nobody stopping nobody from doing shit. You know what I mean? There's people in the way, but can't nobody necessarily stop you. Nigga, don't you play football? Don't you, can they stop you from running that fucking football to get a touchdown? You're gonna figure out, you start jumping over niggas, don't you? You're gonna OBJ the shit, you're gonna Odell Beckham the game. So the same way that you figured out a way around a defender is the same way you figure a way around a problem. It's the same thing. Go talk to your coach, the nigga who pats you on your butt every time you do a touchdown. He'll tell you, he'll you know, because y'all listen to this to old white people, the Sandusky's of the world, before you listen to your brothers and whatnot. So go let him tell you, you know, go let him tell you. It's the same fucking thing. You know what I'm talking about? It's the same thing. So we do not put faith in these quote unquote entertainers. These entertainers made an agreement. They have their John Hancock, meaning they have their signature. When you sign a contract, you are contracted to a bank. These are contracted employees. They file they file taxes. All of that shit is legal. So these are employees. So they don't have your best interests at hand because they're employees. They work for somebody. What the fuck are you putting your faith in an employee for? You know what I mean? They don't have the permission to help you niggas. They don't got the permission to help themselves. These are employees that are contracted who don't know whether they're getting jerked or not, who don't know whether they're going to retire rich or not, who don't know. God, they don't even know the shit that they signed. Most of them, they don't even know what contract that they're under. They don't know what they can do and what they can't do. They have to have another lawyer tell them. They got to ask the lawyer, "Yo, can I do this?" And the lawyer reads the contract it, and he like, "Nah, you can't do that." He like, "Damn, I can't shit with my clothes on." He like, "Nah, according to the contract, you got to shit like you a Jamaican nigga. You got to take your clothes off." You know what I'm talking about? So don't fall for the okie doke. And if you do fall for the okie doke, nigga, that's on you. Then you're the fool. It's on you. I mean, goddamn, there's so many fools in these streets, and you either learn from a fool or you become one yourself. Don't fall for the okie doke. And if you do, don't come back and talk to us. Don't ask us for no help, nigga. You was warned. We're just gonna laugh at you. You know what I'm talking about? We're just gonna laugh at you. Melanin Material said that there's free coding classes on Udemy. Yeah, I told you that in 2015. For those who listened, you guys are looking good in these streets. Your sneakers match your motherfucking locks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You out here, you looking Yeezy clean. You're COVID clean in these streets because you listened. You know what I mean? That's the key to this thing right here. Like Supernova was saying earlier, if you listen and you apply, then you'll see me in a different light than how a nigga who'd be like, oh, I don't know what they be over there talking about. Oh, they're talking about gold water. I don't even know what that is. Them niggas talking about sea moss. What the hell is a sea moss? Who drinks sea moss? I don't know what they over there talking about. If you just sit around listening to us all of these years and you just ear hustling, you know what I mean? And you just out here dick riding, you know, you bandwagoner because you see a nigga on somebody's channel or something, and you're not applying none of the information, you just out here ball juggling. You're not gonna, there's no benefit in any of this. It's just a waste of your time, like you're wasting your life, just wasting, just waddling in the fucking wind, just logging in minutes on Vlad TV and World Star and all of these other places that you just wither away at. You just blowing the wind. You're just blowing in the wind. You're not centered. You don't have no foundation. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you're coming and going. You don't even have a purpose. You're trying to find one. And I mean, that's cool because we all go through those phases. I was blowing in the wind, so I know what it feels like. And I know what it looks like. I could look at a nigga and know if he's blowing in the wind. And I could look at somebody and know that they have a purpose and they're cemented in that purpose and they're standing in that purpose. This is a site that you can develop, just being on your path. Being on my path has helped me develop a site to where I can see others on their path. You know what I mean? It's almost an intuition at the end of the day. I could spot Waldo in the crowd. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you listen, you definitely might learn something. Cause I run into people, like I said, I'm not saying this to hear myself say it. In my travels, I run into successful people everywhere that I go. If they hopping out of foreigns, if they pulling over trains, if they pulling over cars, if they stopping me on the airport, I mean, it doesn't have, there's no designated place to receive these people who I run into. And like I said, that's the completion of the circle, because you got to meet me. I never got to meet you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you got to offer. You might know what I got to offer. How the hell do I know what you got to offer if you met me first? I'm on the internet. You met me first. I haven't met you yet. So when I run into you in the airport, then I met you. When I run into you on 25th, then I met you. When you pull up and you break bread, right, and buy something, when I'm in Harlem, at my job, right? Like, how rude is it to come to somebody's job and don't support that person at their job? If you was at McDonald's on the fries, my nigga, and you helped change my life, I would come inside of McDonald's and get some fries and then tell you how you changed my life. I won't stand online and get up to the fry counter and waste your time to tell you how you changed my life while I'm on fries. My nigga, I'm on fries. I mean, can you fucking buy a fry or something? Like, if I change your life so much, buy a fry, nigga. You know what I mean? Or I didn't help you at all, because I'm out here selling fries. You know what I'm talking about? I'm out here selling fries. And if you're going to come to my job to tell me how much you enjoy me, get a fucking French fry, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. When I'm on 125th Street, I'm at work, not out there doing nothing. If you see me in Harlem, I'm working. I'm usually behind a table. That's how you met me. That's how I introduced myself to this community, from behind a table. I didn't come empty-handed. I came with something to offer, some fucking cloth, some goddamn drip, when niggas wasn't even thinking about getting drippy back in 2004 or 5. Nigga, I was at work when people see me in Harlem on Sotnetter TV and all of that. That's me on my lunch break. How about that? That's me on my lunch break. I'm not out there to make videos. I'm really out there to sell fucking clothes, because that's my job. That's what I came to Harlem to do in 2005. I left a stylist gig in Miami. I was working for Pitbull, an artist. You know what I mean? You know, your baby mama know who he is if you don't know who he is, but I was working with Armando. So I left the industry gig to come to sell clothes in the fucking streets with a nigga with a Black Panther with a bullhorn, standing next to a Black Panther with a bullhorn. Nigga, I was the joke of the town for a long time. Are you serious? Red Pill, they knew me as Twin. I was the joke of the hood. You know, the knuckle draggers had fun with me for a minute, because they was like, this nigga fell off. Look at him. He's uptown selling King Tut shirts. Mr. Twin, who used to wear all of the Versace and the Gucci and the polo in the world. These niggas is uptown selling motherfucking t-shirts with Africa on it. How far have they fallen? They was clowning us. We was the joke of the town for years. For years. Now these niggas is calling me up with the COVID and they trying to act, yo, what's Mama Pill's number? Nigga, Mama Pill's number? Nigga, 1-800 Ghostbusters. Nigga, call her right now. Fuck is you saying? 1-800 Ghostbusters. Go ahead and call her. I'm not here to entertain no niggas who was sleeping on the information for 10 years. I don't care about those people. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not here to finally talk to niggas who walk by me for 5 and 6 years. I'm not here to wait for you niggas to stop to say hi. I could give 3 fucks about any of you niggas. You know what I'm talking about? I don't care about you niggas anymore. It does nothing. I released you motherfuckers, the knuckle draggers, years ago, standing on 125th Street having thousands of people walk by you, it prepares you to treat this shit like heat. It prepares you to turn your back and keep it moving and focus on who's focusing on you. Right? Focus who's focusing on you. Because in this community, we spend so much time focusing on people who don't give a fuck about us, and they're not focusing on us. They don't care about your CMOS. They don't care that the black woman is God. They don't care about eating good. They don't care about your fucking your shea butter. They don't care about the book that you read. They don't care about you. They think that you're whack. They think you're a fucking weirdo. They think that you're corny. Okay? And here you are, always trying to help these people, always trying to hold the door for these people, always extending yourself. And what do they give you? They give you their ass to kiss. So you think I want to be on Vlad TV? You think I want to be in the commercial space so I could let these weird niggas who know who I am and was ignoring me for decades to finally dick ride and act like they know me now? Do you think that's my aspirations in life, nigga? Do you think that that's what I wake up wanting to do? You know what I'm talking about? Like, you are wilding. You are wilding. What I would say to the family that's out there is to save your energy, preserve your light, right? Keep the shit that you know amongst you in your selected circle. You got to think large mentality. You got to think large like, right? And I've said it before, private information is not for public spaces, meaning that some of your information is a little too upstairs for niggas in a barbershop to feast off of. You know what I mean? These pills might be too hard to swallow for you niggas that are out here worrying about Tory Lane's live stream. We're just on different frequencies. It's like trying to play jazz instruments at a fucking grunge concert. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? We're on different channels. We're on different frequencies. We vibrate to a different fucking flute. We're walking to a different tune. Nigga, I hear a different drum than you hear. You know what I mean? And as a result of that, we're not the same. We could do things together, right? We probably could do things together, but I'm not going to exhaust my time, nor my energy, nor my light. I'm not going to reveal myself to you. I'm not going to show you my hand. I'm not going to try to convince you to save yourself. That's something that you're going to have to figure out at this point. I got thousands of people who have figured this out. We can have better conversations together. That's just where I'm at with it. I think that I've wasted a lot of energy and time on niggas that just need to disappear. You know, I think I've exhausted myself trying to quote unquote feed, pitch pearls to knuckle draggers. And it's not, it's I'm here to let you know that there's no reward in that. There's no reward in that. You niggas was not sent here to try to fucking act like, if you want to help somebody, form an NGO. It's called a non-governmental organization. Get on a fucking plane and go feed some niggas in Africa or Haiti or something. If you think that you've been sent here to fucking save the world, nigga, go save the whales and go become an NGO and go and save the world. Start with the Africans and the Haitians. You know what I'm talking about? And niggas in New Orleans. You should start there. But don't be going on your block. You niggas is in front of bandos talking about Corinthians. Like, let them niggas do what they do, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Let them do what they do. You trying to convince the niggas in the trap that they part of the 12 tribes? You the tribe of Levi's. They like, nigga, I don't wear Levi's. Like, no. Y'all wasting your time. Go and build something. Go and build something. Look what somebody said. Just admit you learn the matrix and you getting money. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? I don't know who you talking to. Because the matrix, you know, what is the matrix? This is the matrix. We talking about you learn the matrix. I'm the red pill. First of all, I'm here to teach you about the matrix. You know what I'm saying? The matrix is the illusion that we're all in. Yeah, you can't cast your pearls before swine, you know. And it goes back to what I was saying a minute ago, that private conversations are to be had in private settings. I would be a fool to be on YouTube spitting out my plans for my businesses, to be on YouTube spitting out arcane information. You know, I'm not doing that personally. I don't know too many people that do that, because to be honest with you, if you go over YouTube and pay attention to what's being taught, it's all surface. There's nothing really deep being taught on YouTube. There's all one-on-ones. Niggas, the real information is off of YouTube right now. It's in private places. It's behind paywalls. You got to pay to get this information. You got to pay to get this cloth. Everything that they left on YouTube is intro shit. It's orientation. It's one-on-one. Real talk. You niggas think you getting some cloth on YouTube? I'm sorry to let you know that no, you're not. You are not. You are not. And if you thought that that was cloth, that's like going into Ross talking about you dripping, coming out of Ross thinking that you dripping because you out here popping tags, nigga. And nigga, it's a difference. That's not, you're not dripping with those, you know, with them kangaroo ass Nikes you bought. That is not it. You know what I'm talking about? That is not it. You know? But the Matrix is a game. And the game is to be figured out. You know what I'm talking about? See, and this is what you have to be careful about. And I'm having a situation right now, right? I'm having a situation right now where people value clout and people value fame more than anything else. People see numbers, like, you know, when you go live and you start doing numbers, or you got a video and it got 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 100,000. And, you know, because this game is so numbers driven, you got people in this community to go insane. They'll go insane to be noticed. They'll go insane. They'll lose their minds to be one of these names that are being mentioned amongst the great teachers and the master teachers, or, you know, the names of the new ones, the new leaders, and all of that stuff. Right? And it's causing this whole air of jealousy and envy and it leads to hate. Now, one of the things that went wrong in this community years ago is that this community began to function, you know, off of a hoe ass energy, right? Off of a bird ass energy, off of a poverty minded energy. That poverty minded bird ass, bitch ass energy, that energy was grown men coming in the room and start acting like they better than each other. Niggas was smelling themselves like they had their shit together. You had cokeheads, you had dope fiends, you had men who were active pimps, actively selling black women into, you know, pimpery. You had them on stages debating each other and trying to show you what's, you know, and acting like they were big enough to take down uh religions and movements. You know what I'm talking about? You know, and we had people who just wanted to be around celebrities, you know, niggas that never really probably had a name for themselves in the streets. Because to be honest with you, if you were going to stand on these stages and speak to thousands of people, you got to be groomed for that life before you even get on camera. You had to be kind of known before. I would suggest that you would be already lit. You would already have the eyes of the people already on you. You would already be known. You would know how to handle fame. You were not a dick rider. You would know how to be in a room full of quote unquote celebrities and not get on your knees and whatnot and start acting like a fucking stan or a fanboy. You could move through a room full of vultures and come out with your dignity intact. You didn't act like you was a lap dancer. You was out here dancing for $1 every time you seen somebody from BET. Because let me share something with you. People like Dr. Sabi, he was around men like Michael Jackson. He was around men like Magic Johnson. He was around what would be considered A-list celebrities. You've never, ever, one day, you can't pull out a fucking picture or a video clip where Dr. Sabi was ever treating or acting. He never forfeited his power to a fucking celebrity, all right? A fucking contracted worker, right? These are workers. They work the same 9 to 5 that you work. Don't let them fool you. You saw them during the fucking COVID-19 as a non-essential. They didn't have nothing to offer the world. They didn't have shit to offer because they're really just, you know, they work for the bank. These are fucking employees of a bank. Don't ever mention them in the same sentence of a fucking leader. They're not the same. But you don't give these people more credit than they deserve. They're not healing the people. They're not saving lives. They're not waking up the quote unquote dead. Most of them are putting people in the predicament where they're risking their lives or their lives are in danger or they're basically giving people the marching orders on how to catch a case. How the hell is that celebrated? How the fuck is that overlooked? How is that supposed to be honorable? That's why niggas is in such a bad situation. You niggas have honored the unhonorable, the dishonorable, and our eyes have been hoisted up and honored. So you can't get further. You can't get far in life. You niggas have too much weight on you. You can't obey two masters. What is it gonna be? Are you gonna put the crown on P. Diddy's head, or are you gonna chop that nigga's head off? Because right now, these fake woke niggas, they making moves. They trying to take the throne. They trying to become the face of consciousness. They want to be your leader. You understand? And they're doing it. They're doing it because they know that they don't got nobody to answer to, or so they think, because they know that the majority of the conscious leaders are lap dancers, because they already met them. They see them on the internet. They know that these niggas are fanboys. They just want to be celebrities. These niggas don't know that they know that the crop that they've seen, because they have not seen everybody, of course. But the crop that they've seen, they like, oh, these niggas is just fans. These niggas want autographs. These are some fuck niggas. These ain't teachers. These are not leaders. These are not scholars. They don't make us feel uncomfortable when we're around them. These niggas are showing us their teeth and asking us to get on FaceTime with their kids and whatnot. They're not talking greasy to us. They don't make us feel like we gotta atone for none of our fuckery. That's how they do. So I'm from the streets. If you don't put pressure on a fuck nigga from the minute you meet him, then you can never do it. You forfeited your fucking role. You forfeited your smoke, nigga. You forfeited your smoke. Cause you showed that you a fuck nigga knows. If a fuck nigga get around a real nigga and a real nigga start acting like a fuck nigga, you make that fuck nigga know you a fuck nigga. That's how that shit works. It's almost like if a gazelle pull up on a lion and the lion start dancing like the nigga from Madagascar, he knows, nigga, you're not a lion. So he's gonna act accordingly. So if you a lion is always gonna be a lion. So I don't give a fuck. I don't care what time of day it is. If a gazelle pull up, nigga, you're gonna act like a lion around a gazelle. So if a fuck nigga's around you, I don't care if you getting married. I don't care if it's at your funeral. I don't care if it's whenever. The rules always apply. You always gotta be a lion. There's no days off, nigga. So when these weird niggas come around, you got to treat them like they weird. You got to stand tall. You know what I mean? You got to stand tall. Be a fucking man. Oh, older that these fake niggas could get it doing, because every single person that they came across in the conscious community has been a fucking dick rider. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. Me, Red Pill. I'm saying that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. I'm putting that out there. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And men lie, women lie, numbers don't. I'm the observer. I'm watching you niggas. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not blind. I know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm looking at. I know that Charlemagne started acting all crazy. I know that Charlemagne would have never said no. Charlemagne would have never said the word hotep nigga if it wasn't for you niggas making him feel comfortable. So I'm gonna hold all you niggas accountable. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Drop names. You weird niggas, you. Niggas is weird, bro. Who raised you niggas, bro? What block do you live on? You some weird niggas, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hit dogs bark, nigga. Is that you? The fuck? Are you one of them? Is that you, nigga? You out here in the art? This game is disgusting. I mean, really, it's disgusting. I don't even want my son coming up in this shit. I'll do everything in my power to help clear up all of the confusion, bro. So my children don't have to come up around pedophiles and fuck niggas who look like they here to help them, and they just here to feed the innocent to these goddamn pedophiles, because that's all the LBGT niggas been doing. That's all of these hip hop niggas been doing. That's only thing Oprah been doing. Gail, Clarence Avant. You know Clarence Avant? Man, I'm not even gonna start, bro. I'm not even gonna start. But I'm here to say this, regardless of anything. What I'm here to say is that our generation, you know, we here to you know what I mean? We definitely here to make some changes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we've already started. And what I do know is in 2 weeks, on May 15th, you know, I'm unleashing a clip on the whole industry and all of these boulets. I'm coming with receipts. I'm not gonna call you a boule if I can't prove it. I'm not gonna call you a coon if I can't prove it. I'm not gonna call you diet woke if I can't prove it. But I'm gonna launch a tech offensive against the quote unquote employees of the banks. I'm gonna go on an offensive against individuals in the community who I feel are in the way. I'm going to go on an offensive against the quote unquote woke jokesters, the woke peanut gallery, who, you know, they need to be called out. I'm gonna name names for the nigga in the chat talk about name the names. I'm gonna name the names. I mean, I might as well name the names that are not being named. That's just the best way to do it because it's damn near everybody's name. I just might as well name who I'm not gonna name. That would be that's sufficient. Because there's a whole bunch of people out here that, god damn, I mean, shit. They really, you know, they must not care because they are out here blatantly. I'm talking about unabashedly doing the people crazy, laying down with these fucking these liberal Democrat, you know, um rapists. Like look at Joe Biden. Rapists, pedophiles, you know, spirit cookers. These people are I mean Bill Gates and Fauci and you know all of these maniacs. Dr. Mindbender ass niggas. So they running rampant in the black community right now. The black community, there's no accountability. They are running rampant. They are acting a fool. And there's no lines being drawn. There's nobody implementing no kind of anything. Nothing. Nothing. Nobody is causing, there's no disruption. Nobody is causing no ruckus from where I'm sitting. I don't see it. They're letting all of these agents in. They're letting all of these people who haven't been background checked. I don't want to hear from no people that don't look like us in this community, bro. I was gonna bring a white teacher on my show. I'm not doing it right now. I'm not doing it right now because the audience is not, they're not 100% comfortable with who they are. You bring a white person on, they start jumping on the white person. Oh, the white, he's a master teacher. Oh, did you hear? We got too many people who look like us. I'm focused on our people right now. You know, I study Europeans, I'll read their books, I'll watch their videos, but you know, we need to close ranks and work on us. That's how I see it. You know what I'm talking about? We need to work on us. And this COVID-19 shit, it gave us enough ammo to figure out, to solve some problems. Like this was a huge data dump. This was a huge information learning experience. This was huge for the scholars who are learning from life. I've gotten so many solutions just from observing, just from watching, just from seeing the voids that need to be filled. And I'm excited. I'm elated that so many people that look like us are finally wanting to learn. They're eager to learn. They're hungry to learn. I hope that the qualified teachers that are out there are willing to teach them, right? Because you got to be willing to teach people who are coming in, you know, wanting one-on-ones. When you trying to get to, you know, the higher level of information, you got to be willing to go back and teach people the fundamentals. Because in order to teach the fundamentals, you have to be willing to rewind the tape. You got to speak to people on their levels, you know. So I'm excited to be at the service of people just coming in the community for all of these years that I've been here, doing that like on purpose. You know, I could be your orientation and I could give you the final lesson before your graduation. I feel that I'm versatile like that, you know, and we're gonna need more people in orientation to teach the people who are just coming in, because it's not fair to me or my audience, you know what I mean, or my brand, you know what I'm saying, to just always be standing at the door. You know what I mean? Like we need to put together an orientation system. And if you notice in the past few months going forward, I'll bring something up and then I'm gonna come with that as a solution. I'm not just gonna be saying shit and not, you know, following up. So we'll come up with some solutions to this orientation thing. So we may have to, you know, leave the students in the room and let them learn so they could all learn at the same pace, so we could tap into this, you know, this learning curve, because there's students that are coming in right now and y'all could learn in 1 year what it took somebody 10 years in this community to learn. You are actually in the right place at the right time. You're in the quickening, so you're going to learn faster. The technology is more advanced. The information could be delivered in an easier fashion than it was just 5 years ago, right? You're going to get the download quicker, right? Long story short. So you have to prepare your body and your mind to receive the information that's going to be coming at a faster pace, similar to how electric circuit breakers and stuff like that work. You have to get your body clean. You have to get that water in your body. You have to get some kind of superfoods. You have to activate your minerals, your chromosomes, all of these things. You got to get your energy body on. And that way, in the summer heat, because the sun is going to shine a lot brighter this summer than it has previous summers because of the quote unquote corona mass ejections, the CME, the corona mass ejections, is going to be a lot of energy, a lot of light, a lot of power, a lot of frequencies hitting this planet. There is actually a meteor show tonight. If you live in Nova Scotia, I believe Australia, and parts of Africa, there is a meteor shower from Halley's Comet tonight. Tonight is a very powerful night. Take advantage of tonight. There is the quote unquote, there's a moon on Thursday that's coming. There is a moon on Thursday. This is the last super moon. Take advantage of that moon. Plant your ideas, write them on a piece of paper, on parchment and paper, bury your ideas, burn your ideas, write it and forget it. Put your crystals in the quote unquote moonlight, right? Now that you have President Trump talking about UV ray lights. We've been talking about UV lights for a very long time, but like I said, and like Drew Ali said, he's going to make the European tell on themselves. He's going to make the European speak the truth, right? And that's exactly what's going on, and we're seeing so much of it. But like Trump said, the UV rays. So the UV rays is the moonlight. You charge your crystals in the moonlight. Food grows under the moonlight, not the sunlight. If all of my farmers that are out there, those seeds grow under the moonlight, right? Shout out to XXX Tentacion Spirit, moonlight, okay? Moonlight. Um, the moonlight is very powerful. If you can stand under it and meditate under it, if you got some plant medicine, you know, you might want to implement that and tap in. But that's what it is. So take advantage of Thursday. Thursday is coming up. If you have a vision board, put together your vision board. If you into sex magic, whereas you and your partner achieve orgasm, and you might yell out, you know, some shit that y'all want together. You know what I'm talking about? You might be like Bugatti right at that moment. I don't know. I'm not saying that you're supposed to do some shit like that. What you do though, as a man, because you're the giver, right? And the woman is the receiver. Now, as a man, if you're the receiver and she's the giver, fam, I don't know what Tinder date you on, my nigga. You probably out with Bill Cosby and there's something in your drink because you're not supposed to be receiving a goddamn thing. You might be receiving some, you might get your soul snatched. You might be receiving a head, a neck check, but you are the giver, right? You have the phallus, you have the rod, right? You're the giver and the woman is the receiver. That's the outlet. She's the plug. She receives your energy. She receives your wishes. She receives your programming, meaning that you should speak sweet nothings into her ear and program her subconscious to what it is that you want to quote unquote manifest during the time of intercourse, or what they call copulation, up until the point of orgasm, which is the great release. But if you program if you program what it is that you want, or what it is that you want to create, or what it is that you want to give birth to, right? The same way that you could give birth to a child, or the same way that your wife could give birth to a child, which is a seed that grows, is the same way that she gives birth to your ideas and your lofty ideas and your dreams and your concepts. How do you think that people make it out here in these streets? You know, you're not doing it by yourself. You're being powered by somebody's dreams. You know, you're being powered. Somebody believes in your ass. And if you mess up that, if you take away her beliefs, then the spell will fucking wear off. The spell is gonna wear off. I've seen it before. Have you? I've seen it happen. She starts believing in you, nigga, then the dream is over. Wake up, right? It's the fact that she believes in you and she puts her power. That's why they tell rappers, make women's songs, cater to the ladies. You want to make that R&B hook, you know what I mean? You want to speak to the ladies. Why? Because they know if they believe in you, they don't have to sleep with you. Henceforth, that's something that the gay boys know, right? The blades know they don't have to copulate with the women. They got women that love them like they was piping them down. You know what I'm talking about? They got women who love them. Their heart chakra is open for their fucking hairdresser, the nigga who puts in their lace fronts, and they believe in these niggas, and they put all kind, whatever the dreams are. While he's doing her hair, he's telling her the shit that he's dreaming. He's giving her his dreams. He's giving her all kind of, oh girl, I got some tea for you. And at the end of the day, he's like, you know, I want a nail shop, and girl, I want to come out, I want a eyebrow bar, and she's like, I'm gonna make that happen. You know, in her mind, she's like, I'm gonna make, you know, Jesus, take the wheel. You know, we're gonna get Devontae his makeup kit. You know, she's putting all of that energy in this nigga. She believes in his shit. You know what I'm talking about? She don't care about what he do in the bedroom. She don't care. She doesn't care if he don't want to have sex with her, because that's not what initial relationships are built off of. That shows you men out here who think you gotta fucking pull your Johnson out every time you meet a woman. You know what I'm talking about? Or you think it's your duty to lay down with every fucking woman that comes across to you. Take a page from the Blades. You know what I'm talking about? They get shit accomplished with women and they're not sleeping with them. Unless there's some shit that I going on that I don't know about. I don't know, but it's a lot of bisexuality, you know. But for the most part, them niggas is allergic to box. You know what I'm talking about? They allergic to the box. They don't want no box. You know what I'm saying? They don't want none of it. They might melt if they got some yoni juice on them. But they believe in these niggas. And they put their hands, they put faith in these men. And these men, them niggas, you know, I haven't seen too many homeless gay niggas in my life. Have you? You know what I'm talking about? How many niggas homeless wearing stilettos and they didn't have a bad drug problem? Yeah, you can't point too many of them out. Them niggas is out here doing good. I had a bar that said, how is the punk surviving? And niggas that sold crackers dumpster diving. Wasn't you niggas in the country thriving? It's a little more. Don't take my bars, y'all. Whoever's out there. It might, the nigga who was on the chat talking about he wants to talk in front of thousands of people. You, nigga, don't take my bars. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be thirsty so you could talk to 1,000 people. Because I'm here to let you know something. Nigga, that's not what it's all cracked up to be. You think this is what it, you think this is what it is? You think this is it? You think this is what it's aspired to be, nigga? You know what I mean? I told people about fame before. You think fame is it? You think that you want to give it all up for fame? That ain't it, bro. That's not it. To be known by hundreds and thousands of people, that is not the life. That's not the fucking end all be all. That shouldn't just be goals. That shouldn't be goals. You know what I'm saying? My shoe size. Why is somebody asking about my shoe size? Come on now. We're gonna have to remove that person. That might be a bussy with an attitude. You know, we don't even want to entertain no shit like that. Jay-Z got a Red album. Yeah. I listened to every single Jay-Z album. Which one is that? Kingdom Come? That shit was trash. But yeah, man, you know, I'm about to get up out of this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? I'm about to get up out of this thing. I got work to do. You know? I got work to do. And I'm just letting you know. Oh, special announcement. Tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo. I'm doing over Ascension 2020. For all of the people who was, all of my students for Ascension 2020, y'all was there last week. I believe I did it last week. The shit got her. I don't know what happened to it, but Zoom never gave it to me. I never got the lecture. So I don't have it in my archives. And that's a no-no, my friends. That's a no-no. So we're not going to let that happen. Make sure y'all go to netterflix.com and sign up. Shout out to everybody who has signed up to Netterflix. I appreciate all of my subscribers. And look out for that exclusive footage that's going to be rolling out. Shout out to all of my content creators. If you're a creator out there and you have content and the shit is fire and it's some conscious content, yeah, you can hit us up because we're going to be opening up the platform to independent content creators very soon. You're going to be able to monetize your content. We're going to be licensing your content from you. You'll have opportunity to monetize it and do other things as well with it. So I'm very happy to announce that and let all of my quote unquote creatives know, we're here for you. Being a creative ourselves, everything that we're creating is built around how to make life easier for the brothers and sisters who are doing the same things or similar things that either we're doing or people in our networks are doing. That I could, my expertise or my acumen in those fields are sharper because I'm in those fields. So I know the voids that need to be filled. I know how to troubleshoot in those fields, basically. I know what needs to be done. So, we out here troubleshooting, making things happen. I will be offering the audience, the listeners, if you don't have a ticket, you can also be present tomorrow when I'm doing the lecture. It's going to be a 4-hour lecture, Ascension Protocol 2020. We're going to be basically reviewing and rehashing and going over the year that has transpired ever since our brother Nipsey Hussle made transition, or ascension for that matter. We affirm that the man made ascension. Now, the way that we're going to be doing the tickets for my brothers and sisters who want to join us tomorrow night, right? That's going to be Cinco de Mayo tomorrow night. I believe it'll be around 9 or 10 p.m. It's about 4 hours, so it's going to go late into the night. If you don't catch the whole lecture, you'll be able to view it on video on demand. We'll be sending you the link after it's over. That's going to be $20 plus your email to the Eventbrite. Anybody trying to come in the hour of the event, that's $30. It's late fees. You know what I'm talking about? You just can't waltz in the motherfucking joint. You gotta get your ticket ahead of time. So the Cash App is right there on the ticker. That's scrolling across on the bottom. And what's on top right here? This is the Eventbrite for the ticket sales for me, Black Dot, me, Supernova Slum, and Professor Griff. All right, shout out to Black Dot. The Blueprint 322 featuring Black Dot, AA Rashid, and Red Pill and Blue Pill. That's going to be coming up as well. We have a lot of lectures that we're going to roll out, especially to my KTL University, my KT Aliens. Because of the support that I've been receiving, because it's been growing, I've been reading my data. I'm big on big data. Because of the explosion and the growth that I'm having with my students, I'm going to grow my presentations. I'm going to step it up because I can. I'm now in the promotion business. I'm saying that to say that I'm now, my hat is officially in the ring for the promoter business, and I'm going to begin to promote Know the Ledge events, KTL events. So the first KTL event is going to be the event that's coming up with Professor Griff, Brother Red, and Supernova Slum. And then the next event is going to be the Blueprint 322 with AA Rashid, Brother Red, Brother Blue, Black Dot. And then after that, we have KT the Arch Degree, Hollywood Decoded, and Brother Red, Brother Blue. And then after that, we have something that we can't announce. Not yet. Because we just gave you some bars. We gave you some heat. We don't want to spontaneously combust you niggas, but just know that we working and that we're cooking. And I'm so glad that whatever has happened in the world has happened, because it opened up my eyes to a reality that needed to be opened up. It pushed me into a better place mentally, spiritually, emotionally, economically, and it made me really focus on the fact that I've been around essentials this whole time who were being treated like non-essentials, mind you, you know, but that's a whole nother story, because timing is everything. You got to stay down to come up. And that's the name of my upcoming Instagram series. Stay down until you come up. I'm going to be interviewing brothers and sisters who I know personally who stayed down until they came up. I don't want to interview niggas that I don't know. And I don't want to interview people from this community who's just out here, you know, nah, them niggas is not, no. A lot of people are non-grateful, fam. You know what I'm saying? They just want to get on. You know what I mean? Niggas just want to get on. So they'll act all humble around you until they get on your channel, and then they start acting a fucking fool. You know what I mean? So no. I'm not running behind these niggas that's already established. Let them figure it out. You know what I mean? We helped them out 10 years ago with Know the Ledge Radio. We put a lot of niggas on. You know what I'm saying? And they never sent nothing back. And that's cool, because now I'm on their ass. And what I'm gonna do though is for the people who been there for me, people who I came up with, niggas from the sandbox who held me down and was there for me, I'm gonna highlight them. These are professionals. These people might work in the industry. They might work in the food game. They might be selling goddamn ham hocks to people. Who knows? But they stayed down until they came up, regardless. You know what I'm talking about? And they persevered. And these are winners. And these are champions. These are victors, not victims. I don't interview victims. I don't know victims. I'm interviewing victors, my nigga. And I ain't talking about Victor Cruz either. I'm talking about winners. I'm talking about niggas that's out here winning who could give you some fucking cloth because they lived this shit, not because they read it in a book. Not no bookworms. I'm not gonna introduce you to no bookworms, not no weird niggas. I'm gonna introduce you to niggas who are identified as betters and not sweaters, doers and not knowers and thinkers. You know what I mean? Because I appreciate the thinkers and the knowers, but some of these niggas think they know it all and they don't do nothing. I want to give a shout out to the doers. So look out for my Instagram series, right? Stay down until you come up. And, you know, it is what it is. Go to the Cash App and pay for this class tomorrow, because you really need this shit. Ascension 2020 Essential Protocol 2020. Nigga, I'm going in. Okay? I'm going to fuck in. I redid my whole lecture. I'm going in. I added some new shit to it. I'm diving in. And it's Cinco de Mayo. I might be drunk. You know what I mean? I'm going in. Somebody said, are you weird if you're a bookworm? No, I'm a bookworm. I'm in the books, right? But I took the book information and I applied it. I'm not just giving you all of this book stuff and I can't apply the information, right? I don't do Zelle, only Cash App. I don't do PayPal. I hate Peter Thiel with a passion. I don't like that, man. I don't even say hate a lot. I hate that cracker. I don't. He owns PayPal. He's a piece of work, bro. I don't want to have nothing to do with any of them. I don't even like Elon Musk no more. And I want a Tesla. I'm gonna have to figure this out. But Peter Thiel from he owns PayPal. He is the worst. I'm talking about he's the absolute worst. He's in the same fields that Bill Gates are in. They're eugenicists. These are quote unquote what they call the singularity bunch. These are wealthy billionaires who are trying to extend their lives while killing off others, right? This man is a fucking nut job and he owns PayPal, right? And they out here targeting people. Yeah, Elon Musk started PayPal. Elon Musk is a piece of shit South African, though. How about that? He's a fucking South African entitled fucking brat. Nobody talks about the fact that he's South African, like Charlize Theron and whatnot. These are Africans. These are Boers. Boers. They are part of the apartheid regime. They're part of the apartheid regime. So I don't know why people keep talking about this dude. That's just to go to show you how fucking retarded and slow the people are. You know what I mean? People dumb as fuck. Real talk. We're gonna have to eat Elon's food one day. We gonna get at Elon. We gonna get it. We're gonna sink the Tesla stocks. We're gonna get at Elon one day. You know what I'm talking about? Because the shit that they did, if y'all ever research apartheid in South Africa, my goodness, these people were heartless. They took the word heartless and redefined it. Shout out to AA Rashid. Shout out to the Kings County. We got a whole new line of drip. As you do know, my clothing business got directly affected with the shutdown because Harlem was completely shut down. The whatchamacallit, my suppliers, the spot where I manufactured, everything got shut down. But like I said, because mine is innovative and because of the people who support us, right? Because I do get support through the Eventbrite, through the Patreon, through the Cash App, and I always have to give thanks. And I let y'all through Kings County, let y'all know that the people who support us, y'all are the most important people because y'all keep this thing going. But the niggas still talking about Elon Musk. But sorry to hear what? What you sorry to hear? Don't be sorry to hear anything that I say. I just want to let you know, just a heads up. Don't ever be sorry to hear nothing because there's nothing to be sorry about. Like, if you don't see that look on my face and I'm sorry, there's nothing to be sorry about. Life is wins and losses. Life is ups and downs. If a nigga is so proud to tell you about his victories, but don't tell you about what it took to get those victories, if somebody is happy, is always up here talking about what they did, and they not telling you about what they sacrificed to get what they got, I don't know about those people. They're not giving you the whole story. They're being a little disingenuous. Because this shit, there's no cheat code to this thing, bro. It don't work like that. It's no cheat code to this thing. You're gonna give up something to get something. You gotta give to get. And people who hands is so tight, they don't realize that. I appreciate the love energy. Thank you. I definitely appreciate the love energy. I would never turn that right. I would never turn that down. I would never turn that away. You feel me? But I appreciate that. Jay Morrison just robbed the community. Yeah, I used to protect for 10 million. Start exposing goofies like y'all used to. See? Man, oh man. But definitely, I thank everyone for that energy. That energy is dope. That's a great energy. That energy is needed, you know. But like I said, the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, it's been more positive than it's been negative. There's been more good that come out of it than bad. There's more potential that exists now that had existed before about a month ago. There's a lot more opportunity that has presented itself for health practitioners, for doulas, because people have given up on the hospitals, for healers, for the people who want to deal with healing retreats, they want to go away and deal with their core issues, for those who want to get rid of the parasites, for those who want to get rid of the excess weight, for those who want to get rid of the excess waste, for those who want to get rid of, for those who want to face their demons and want to deal with the challenges that trauma has given you. You know, I'm here to say you are in the right place because brother, my twin brother, and my younger brother, right? People don't know that this is my younger brother. KT, the arts degree, was doing direct trips to St. Croix for 10 days, strictly dealing with healing years ago. And this was, he was in the hurricane. This is how real he's taking it. He was in Hurricane Maria, almost lost his precious life on the island that he was born on. You know what I mean? Because he was there healing and helping people, and he had to fight for his own life. You understand? That's serious. And then my brother Blue, he was taking brothers and sisters to Shasta Mountains in California, which is a very spiritual place. And that was all about healing, mushrooms, healthy plant-based eating and whatnot, nature trails, going in the waterfall, alkaline water, spring water, wells, and all of that. I mean, come on. And that's not going to stop. It's only going to increase now because now it's lit. Now it's lit. Now it's going to go from 30 people to 300 because we're in a shift, and the shift is taking place. We're almost at the shift is almost finishing, and the shifting, but it's lit now, and we'll never go back to where we came from. We'll never be able to turn dial back. People are like, are we going to go back to where? No, you'll never go back, because why? All things change, nothing remains the same except to change. You know, grow with it. Let this shit go. I was tired of living in the Groundhog Day. I was tired of living in Groundhog Day. So somebody said that Jay Morrison scammed the community, right? I gotta go and find out what they talking about. How the hell do I know what the fuck they talking about with Jay Morrison? How the fuck do I know Rizza Islam's story? You know what I'm saying? How do I know? You know what I mean? How do I know? That nigga got a charge. The fuck is wrong with you? You got a court case. I'm not with the police. I'm not here with the police. I don't support. I'm not a hoe ass nigga. Niggas that support the police is hoe ass niggas. I don't promote the police. I don't promote no black man who I know with a charge. You think I'm gonna talk down on them? Fuck is wrong with you? Like, I'm not talking down on no man who got caught up by the law doing some shit that I don't know about. I don't know what happened. Well, the Jay Morrison thing now, you know, the Rizza Islam thing, like I said, I don't wish nobody jail time. And I don't know what happened with that. I did reach out to get some information. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I want to know. I want to know what's up. But I don't wish jail on that man. You know, I hope if anything happened with him and his family, that shit gets settled. Cause the nigga, I mean the brother, the young man, you know, he's out here working, right? Now with the Jay Morrison thing, I never invested in that thing. I don't know about the Tesla. The real estate fund. I never invested in it. I was, but I didn't get around to doing it. You know what I'm saying? I was, but I didn't get around to doing it. I was gonna do it off a GP just because people that I know was doing it. And I was like, why not do something that people, if people in the community is doing something, then I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And you know, I'm gonna support the man because I want support when I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm like, you know what? JT, did you get your money? Because everybody want to count everybody money these days. Everybody want to know, what are you doing to make money though? That's what I want to know. For everybody to want to know about, did JT get his money? Did Trump send you your money? And what are you doing to get money? You know what I mean? And where's your opportunities? Why don't y'all come out here and offer us the opportunity to make a few dollars? You know, because this is each one teach one. And I'm sure with the hundreds of thousands of people that are on the internet every day, people got opportunities that they're not sharing. They feel entitled by being in the audience that they don't want to put nobody else on. But everybody is worrying about what the 3 or 4 people in the community are doing for thousands of others, hundreds of thousands of others. But then you'll have people in the audience who are out here eating big with big spoons, and they keep that meal to themselves. They don't say a fucking word. And then you see them somewhere in the airport one day, or you see them on an island somewhere. When you on vacation, you running into people, and they're like, "Yeah, you know, I would have said something. I would have said something, but I don't know what to say." So people are saying that Jay Morrison is big scamming. I don't know Jay Morrison. I'm not invested in Jay Morrison. If he's big scamming, then somebody needs to definitely expose the scam. I know that he got that. I know he got a new ass building in Atlanta. I know he got a building in Atlanta. Um, I'm not sure. My brother went to the opening. I'm not sure what they're doing with the building. But you niggas is not gonna have me on this show talking about what Jay Morrison is or is not doing. I hope he's doing the right thing. I hope he's doing the right thing. In my minds of all minds, it will behoove me that the brother will come and do some fuck shit in the face and in the eyes of all of those people. But I've seen worse. I've seen worse. After seeing the shit that I saw in the past few years, nothing surprises me at all. Not a thing. So if y'all don't want to invest in Jay Morrison, you probably wasn't going to do it in the first place. You feel me? Because the people who invested in him, I want them to talk because they got ponies in the race. So for the people who put their bread up, let them say something. I don't really see you in the chat room saying that you put your bread up. You know what I mean? And then as a result of you putting your bread up, that, you know, you need to talk to that man because you know where to find that nigga. You know where to find him. So it is what it is. And you know, yeah, I need to find out more things to talk about in life though, because I wasted a lot of time on that fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? And we were talking about getting money. And y'all not into getting money because y'all always talking about other people money. And I think that that's corny. Straight like that. Y'all need to focus on your fucking bag. Y'all niggas don't put enthusiasm in your bag the way that you put enthusiasm on riding other people's fucking waves, yo. You know what I mean? Get in your bag, bro. Real talk. Get in your bag. Get in your fucking bag. Worry about you. Get your shit together. Worry the fuck about you. Get your shit right, bro. Niggas is not right yet. Get you right. These niggas in the community, I don't see too many people doing nothing. You niggas is turning into chatty patties. You know what I'm talking about? Bumping your gums. Y'all out here pocket watching. That's corny to me. That's fuckboy shit. Real niggas don't pocket watch. Real guards don't pocket watch. We match pockets. If your pockets is thick, if you got mumps in your pocket, nigga, put some money on the table or keep it moving because we rip pockets off too. You know what I'm saying? Don't come around flossing or we out, you know, you might get treated like Crenshaw on Slauson. You know, we might cousin Harold you niggas. Don't come around here, you know, showing off because that's not what this is about. But this ain't about hating either. This ain't about pocket watching, and this ain't about standing still and just letting the world walk right past us. We keeping up. Yeah, I'm saying too much. Yeah, it's getting late. I've been on this shit for more than 3 hours. All right. Love and light. I hope and pray that you know, y'all go ahead and get some tickets. You know what I'm talking about? Get y'all some tickets. Look at what this is the same clown that was in the chat room with Trillionaire Trav, who probably sleeping on a fucking air mattress in his mama's waterbed or something. So I sound like a scammer because what? Because I'm being real with you, bro. Because I'm being real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so like I don't even know what nobody else is doing out here. Like, yeah. No, I'm not listening to nobody. Fuck is you talking about? Like, I don't listen to these dudes on the internet. What are you saying? Nigga, if you're not in my team, I'm not listening to you. Kick rocks. You are out there listening to everybody. Y'all listening to everyone. I don't listen to everyone on the internet. For what? For what? If you can't teach me, I'm not gonna listen to you. And if you out here no, what are you talking about? No, nah. Y'all need to get y'all shit together, man. Real talk, man. Get your life together, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you probably young with no children and no responsibility with no purpose. You know what I mean? All you could do is juggle balls all day. You don't have nothing to do. The only thing you could do is hop around on YouTube with niggas' dicks in your mouth. So, you know, you don't got that much in life. But for those that are out here doing something, you got work to do. You're being charged by the universe to carry the mandates. There's a changing of the guard taking place. There's a switching over taking place. There's an ascension taking place. Okay? And that ascension will leave you where you're standing if you're not working on yourself, if you're not getting you right, if you're not looking in the mirror. This is a retrograde right now. You got to look in the mirror and deal with the man and the woman in the mirror. Fuck what anybody else is doing. That's not what this is about. It's what you're doing. What are you doing? How are you holding it down? What did you do to atone to the person that you did dirty? How the fuck did you clean up your backyard? You got all of these people pointing fingers, and a lot of these niggas is pieces of shit. Don't take care of their own families. Nigga, don't even have a family. So y'all fuck with the vagabonds. Y'all got vagabond energy. I could smell it in the chat sometimes. You know what I mean? Niggas come in here with that vagabond energy, fucking around with these niggas is on the internet. Y'all chilling with the stuff. Y'all chilling with weirdos. A lot of these dudes is weirdos. And they police. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas is police. Roll with the police, act police like, pull up with the police. So I'm good. You know, I'm good. Yeah. That's all good. So, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, y'all got work to do. Y'all got work to do. Get to working. You know what I mean? Get to working, get to building, you know, tap into the information that you could get from this whole experience over the past 2 months. It's a chock full of information. It's a plethora of information. For the teachers that are teaching, go and get the lessons. For the people that are giving you solutions, go and get the solutions. Bill Gates wants to kill you. So what? You don't got no smoke for Bill Gates. Have a fucking seat. You can't do nothing about it. You want to spend your time talking about Bill Gates and Bill Clinton all day or somebody else? Then that's on you. That's how you're going to deal with things. There's other people that are listening to Sophia Stewart. There's other people that are listening to Ra Omar. There are other people that are listening to Ra Aku. There are other people that are listening to Ross Ben. They're getting the upgrade. They're taking the information of what's going on right now, and they're not dealing with conspiracy or white man this and this person that. They're tapping into the real energy and the real power. Like I was bringing up earlier, the largest army in the world just marched on the Capitol. You niggas didn't have nothing to say. They just marched on the Capitol. The largest army in the world are American hunters. Michigan, the same militia that marched on the Capitol twice. Michigan is the largest standing army, the fourth largest standing army in the world. The fourth largest standing army in the world is the militia. And they just marched, right? And they could purge any day. At this point, the way that they showing their ass, and at the same time, the police is in Brooklyn and New York beating up black men for not being around, for being too close to each other. So you already know what it is, but the baby is awake. Time to go. All right. Love and light to the fam.